stream of tweets. Live, did you say?
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'll give it a second for it all to start up, and then we will start up for a regular run-of-the-mill D&D session in which nothing bad happened.
Mm-hmm.
Only
We should
good
be
things.
live. Dashboard Y. Come on.
We are live.
Are we
I can
live?
see it stream. Yeah.
Cool.
Nice. Okay.
Nice, so nice. Only
Should
good
be
things.
live. Dashboard Y. Come on.
It's not even been
Are we
like
live?
5 minutes and there's already a JoJo meme.
We're
It's
doing
Talevyrr, for sure. Alright, cool. Excuse me, I still have a cold. It's been like a month. Right, so you'll notice there's no music. That's intentional for a moment.
Oh boy.
Okay, so
So
hello
comforting.
everybody, and welcome to Talevyrr, where nothing happened that went wrong at all last session. So what did happen last session? Well, when last we left our adventurers, they were journeying through the forest to the west of one town of Skiff, searching for an orcish tribe they had been told lie in the surrounding area that they assumed had something to do with the strange goings-on within the town itself. However, after dealing with a few encounters, namely with some wolves and with some strange short blue creatures known as quicklings, they found themselves finally bedding down for the night in a small camp underneath a ridge. During the second watch of the night, Tae'la found a small floating crystal filled with a strange pearlescent liquid, which, upon touching it, erupted into a lay scar on the ground, and from which clambered a giant elemental known as a harbinger of Talevyrr. After a short battle in which the adventurers panicked a lot, the harbinger had taken enough damage to become some form of unstable thanks to the radiant energies of the paladin Arxan Saltscale. And casting itself outward, it trapped all of the party in a remnant of the Rubrick, transporting them somewhere unknown, deep within the plane known as the Astral Sea. And that is where we'll begin tonight's session. With some very strange music. So, as you
Oh,
stand...
that's a good choice. Sorry, I just thought it.
As you stand here now, a series of small islands beneath your feet. Your vision begins to clear and your bodies adjust to being hurled across the cosmos. Your vision begins to expand outwards, and you see, stretching up before you, a shattered landscape of broken land. Islands supported by nothingness float amid a vibrant starfield. And in the distance, you can see a crumbled basilica stands silhouetted against a crescent light. The details of the building are obfuscated by a vibrant flow of chromatic dust that lances through the trail of islands leading to the structure. Ahead of you, some small jump, is the first of these islands, and behind you lays an infinite nothingness of dark starfield.
Okay. How? Where? What?
We didn't eat the quickling rations, did we?
No.
No. This.
Oh,
I
God.
avoided that.
Pinching myself. Okay. I did wake up.
I'm pinching Randall as well. Just
Are we all on the same island? Or are we
No,
on...
you're on small separate islands.
Oh, shit.
Just
Right.
barely enough to support your own weight,
Oh, fuck.
like your own stature.
Um.
Hmm.
Does
Well,
anyone
this is
have any
new.
rope?
can we see each other and speak to each other?
Yes, yeah.
Like shoutingly or...
No, you
Nor-
can speak to each other.
Okay, I have some rope. We should
Yeah.
probably pass it around so that if anyone falls off, then we can hold on.
We can all fall off
This-
and die together.
Uh,
Okay, no.
Yay.
or that.
I have rope in my pack as well, so should we just, I don't know, tie ourselves together?
Around the waist or
Yes.
something.
Yeah, waist would be good.
Okay. Okay. I'll take my rope then and tie the end of it round my waist, and then who's the nearest to me?
That would be. That would be Wulfric, who is a good 20 feet away from you to your left.
Oh,
Oh,
so I've got to try and float this
So-
rope.
Wulfric, Tae'la, and Niss are all pretty much within touching distance of each other.
Yeah.
Then far to the above, all three of you, is Arxan. Near the top, so there's a large island here. Here. And then you guys are to the side. Up here is Arxan. Down here is Randall. And the rest of the three of you are here on small islands next to a larger island here.
So we want to try and get to the So we want to try and get to the larger island. I'm
need
not
to get
sure
up.
how we're going to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, Randall, I can...
It's not up, it's across from you.
Well,
You're
yeah,
on the
because
same
it's
plane.
not, it's 3D
Ish.
space, it's not 2D. So,
Yeah.
there's other dimensions rather than just... Oh, fuck.
It's on the same Z plane as you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right. So there's throwing the rope around is probably not always going to
I'm-
work. Or
I'm not sure I can throw it 20 feet.
oh, as I Reach.
I'm so tied it on and went,
I
oh,
could
that's
probably get it to you.
Randall, try and throw it to me.
Okay. I mean, I've tied it on, so if it fails, I can just reel it back in again.
That's fine. Try and throw the rope.
Okay. What shall I do to try and throw the rope to...
Make an athletics check.
Oh, God.
Oh, God,
it's
here we
gonna
go.
Have to go badly.
Oh,
This is a straight D20. Okay.
No bonuses, Tom.
12.
Okay.
As I try and catch the rope, I more or less accidentally cast Mage Hand,
Okay.
and the hand reaches out and catches the rope.
That's 1 second. 1 second. Okay. You go to cast Mage Hand and you see a shower of prismatic energy, and nothing happens.
motherfucker.
Wow.
I hadn't quite considered that magic wouldn't work or act differently. That's interesting.
It's a plain thing. I don't know shit about this place.
Ooh.
Do I know shit about this place?
Did the rope make it? I take it.
The rope does actually, in fact, make it to the island. You notice that it seems to float slightly through the air.
Oh.
Randall, do us a favour. Just jump a little in place. Just jump up and then down. Just a little hop.
Can someone hold the other end of the rope before I do?
I
please?
grab the rope tightly.
Okay,
just
thank you.
in case.
Okay, I'll just jump on the spot.
You jump normally.
Alright.
Maybe it's because there's nothing between this little piece of land and your piece of land.
Don't remind
There
me.
is
I don't
maybe
want to-
there's no like gravity or something between that area. Anyway, you've got the rope, so tie it on and then see if we can get it to Arxan.
Yeah, so I'll include my rope as well if the length's not long enough. I've got 50 foot of rope.
I think I have some too. It's in the Explorer pack, right?
Yeah.
I've got some.
Yeah. I've got some.
I'm pretty sure you all have 50 foot of rope.
So we've got an arse load of rope we can use.
Is that a technical term?
Yeah, technical term.
Okay.
Arse load.
It's a tenth of a buttload.
Don't be cheeky.
Oh,
Too
no.
late. Oh, that. Yeah. I just got
Moving
that. Sorry.
swiftly on.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, shall we attempt to lasso as a dragonborn?
Yes.
Arxan catch! Wulfric, you better throw it because you're probably the strongest out of the lot of us.
Wulfric's hench.
Yeah.
Make an athletics check.
19.
Oh damn.
19. You just... this rope goes sailing like a javelin through the air and just lands perfectly between the feet of Arxan.
Hey.
I don't notice it.
Arxan's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm kind of stunned and there, dumbfounded at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Any of you attempting to
Arxan!
breathe?
Why?
I didn't do what?
Well, I assume I am naturally, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't notice any airflow.
So we're suffocating. Is that what you're trying to say in so many words?
No, you're not suffocating.
Okay. So we're breathing, but there appears to be no air.
Yeah, there's no airflow.
This is strange.
You can't feel air going in or out when you breathe in and out.
What, even if I put my hand in front of my face?
Mm-hmm. If
Nothing.
you put your hand and go, nothing.
This place.
Cool.
This place is weird.
But is this place? I mean,
It's
Randall, do
fascinating.
you know?
And
You're the magic person.
would I have read anything about this?
Beyond knowing its name from a short description, no. The only people
But I
that
do know its
generally-
name.
You do know its name, the Astral Sea. You found that out at the end of last session.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
The Astral Sea. That's all I know.
How did we get out of here? How did we get here?
Both very good questions. Neither of which I have an answer for.
I mean, where did that thing come from in the first place? What that pinkish, foggy, swirly thing?
I have no idea. I
That's the
thought I
last
was
thing I
dreaming at
remember.
first.
Yeah, it's strange. Don't really know what happened. God damn it, Lydia.
Insight check. Metagaming probably is.
Sure, make an insight check. I don't think that delivery was good enough for you to
No,
not
I know. It was shite.
Proficiency, bitch. Sorry. 19.
19. Deception check.
Oh no.
Tae'la.
Okay. Come on, dice, don't let me down.
Do let her down. Do let her down.
Oh no, shit, that went off the table. Oh, 10.
Yeah, she's lying for her teeth.
Yeah, I have. We currently have no time for nices. Tae'la,
Yes. Yes.
what are you hiding?
I'm
Please don't tell me that's.
Can we have little discussions when we're not standing on like a foot width of
He knows
I don't-
something.
thing?
Do you know where we are? Do you know what this is?
I don't know where
No,
we
don't
are.
you?
I don't know what this is, but I recognized the creature last night. I'll talk more about it once we're safe.
Can we get safer before we start, like, sharing each other?
I'll explain a bit more when we're not immediately dying. That would be, better.
Can someone that's closer to Arxan get him to tie the rope to himself? Because I don't know if he can hear what I'm saying.
I did shout Arxan.
I'm not sure he's paying attention.
Arxan!
I'm still kind of phased out.
Okay, can someone throw something at him?
Yeah, we did.
Through the
We
rope.
threw the rope at him.
Throw
Through the
something
rope.
solid at his general body mass.
Is there no
mean,
magic in this place whatsoever, Stu?
I will attempt to cast Produce Flame.
I concentrate really hard because I have
Okay.
message as well as a cantrip. I wonder if...
You cast Produce Flame and it appears in your hand. You're wanting to cast Message.
Yeah.
Okay, please perform the somatic component of Message.
Do you want me to do a little dance for you, Stu? What's...
Nope. The somatic component of Message is you have to point at the person you're messaging.
Point!
Who are you messaging?
Arxan.
As you point at
With words.
Arxan, you feel the arcane energy flow through from your mind into your fingertip and outwards. What are you sending to Arxan?
Turn around, bright eyes.
Oh, come on.
Sorry.
In your head, Arxan, you hear the words "turn around, brah."
No.
I think I've had too much cough syrup. I apologise.
I'll look around then.
You just see us like down there on the island, like, sup?
Oh, Arxan's not up from you. He's on the same Z
Oh.
plane. He's up as in like above.
Oh.
Like
Right, okay.
I can't use cardinal directions because there is no cardinal directions. But from
That's-
where you are, it would be north on a battle map.
Right,
Right.
Looking from above, it would be up.
right.
Yeah,
He's
'cause
not
we
Floating above
have
you.
the same locations to each
Okay.
other.
Yeah.
He's further forward than us.
from us.
Yes. No.
No.
Yeah,
If we
alright,
turn
yeah.
around, he'd be behind us.
Look, when there's no actual direction becomes hard.
He's a distance away from us.
Yes, but he's on
Yes.
the same Z plane.
Right.
He is just further away on the y-axis, positive.
Right. Okay.
So how far away is the big island from Randall?
Like a 3 or 4 foot.
Oh.
Yeah, it's around a 3 or 4 foot gap from each of you. You're like dotted around the edge of it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Correct.
then I'm gonna attempt to jump onto it from where I am.
Make an athletics check.
Oh god.
10.
Just a lot of confidence in that 10.
You jump and you stumble, but you manage to grasp onto the edge and you quickly scramble and pull yourself up onto the edge of this island. Looking out at it now, you see that it's actually a couple of islands. The one that you've currently just jumped onto has a large tree on it, and to your left currently is from where you're looking. There is another island that appears to have a small pool with a rocky outcropping over the top of it. Beyond that lies another island in front of you. One that you can see contains some sort of fenced-in area with a wrought iron fence.
Do I recognise this tree as being one that was nearby when we were camped?
No, it's not a pine tree. It's this is actually a Dodecius tree. It is a
Okay. Can I just kind of stomp my feet a little bit just to make sure that the island's solid and just kind of hug the tree and just kind of hold on to it and just right, okay,
yes. It
this
is
is safe.
It is solid.
A tree hugging edition.
Yeah, just like.
So are we going
The
island
tree
hopping?
looks like that, not like a pine tree.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
I think it's
entire
safe over here.
Alright, I will...
The whole time that I've seen Randall like even move slightly, I've had a very tight grip on the rope just in case he fell over.
Okay.
You're a very nice person.
Okay, so are we gonna move? I mean, we can't stand here. Obviously, we
Can
can't
we-
stand here forever.
Try and. Can you try and pull us closer?
I mean, Randall's not gonna pull us anywhere.
No.
Hence
Down,
the word try.
maybe. Down. That's the only thing he's gonna do. Pull you down.
I mean, we're not all that far away from the main island, are we? We can all
No,
make it.
you're all in a short jump.
We can all,
If
yeah.
Randall can
Okay.
make it, everyone can make it.
Cool. Let's. I'm gonna try and jump to that island.
It's like the,
Randall's
like the
on.
guinea pig of the.
Make
of the
an
group.
athletics check then.
Athletics. Cool.
Indeed.
That's a +1.
That's better than Rando.
8.
8.
That's not better.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's
So-
not even a +1 because I have a 0 in strength, so that's just 7.
Okay. So as you go to jump, you misjudge your distance or the weight, and the ground shift beneath your feet, and suddenly you are plummeting downwards. Make an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Gross. 18.
18. As you plummet, something deep within you, sort of unknown knowledge of what to do, primeval sense, thinks really hard. And you stop falling.
Okay.
Around 10 feet below where you were before, you just stop.
Okay.
And you float slowly in the air. Or space. There's no air.
hmm I try and swim up, like move up.
As you move up, you don't seem to.
I'm just going like
Move.
this.
You
Just
still
doggy
be paddling in pace. Yeah.
Shit. Fuck.
Someone want to pull her up?
Pull me up, please. Pull me up. Pull me up.
Can I pull her up?
Make a strength check. How much do you weigh?
I don't know. I don't think I ever wrote that down.
Shouldn't ask a lady how much she weighs.
Average weight for now?
Okay.
21.
21. You. But Tae'la does not move.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
No
I was
comments.
really happy with that
no
roll
comments.
as well.
You dig deep with your feet and you just.
Well. I'm out of ideas.
Okay, I think really hard about going up.
And you begin to float up
This is so weird. This is weird.
until you reach a point where you're at the same height as the land, at which point your thinking doesn't do anything anymore and you stumble and fall face first onto land.
Are you on my island now?
Yes.
Cool. I go over and I just sort of kneel down and offer a hand.
I pull myself up. Ow, that sucked. Okay, if you think
you
about
okay?
yeah, if you think about moving, you move. Not on these bits, but down there. That was weird. Ow.
Okay.
I was falling, and then I
Well-
thought about not falling, and then I didn't fall, and then I thought about going up, and I went up.
That's
So
strange.
yeah, that's a thing.
Don't worry, you're not winded.
I know, but like, ow, ow.
Because you don't need to breathe.
Nope.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I'd
jump
like
across,
to.
guys.
Is
Yeah,
Hey.
I'd like to try and get there.
Alright, make an athletics check.
17.
You place your shield on your back and you're just like, please. Short hop. Just like a onto the other side. Boots landing on the other side.
I just kind
I'm
of
gonna
smile, like, that wasn't hard at all.
I want to jump there as well.
Alright, athletics check for me.
one.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, that's better. 14. That's 19.
Similar to Tae'la, you fall for about 10 feet before something kicks in your mind and you just stop. Floating in space.
You said think really hard?
Think really hard.
Really? Oh, really, really hard. Really hard. I'm thinking up, 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 up. Please, I don't want to die.
And like Tae'la, you float up until you reach the land, at which point you realize you're upside down, and you plummet onto the top of your head like a caber. And
Ow!
thankfully, you only fall about 2 feet, so you're fine.
I go and
It's
try and
graceful.
help Lydia up
No one
as
saw
well.
that, right?
Yeah,
No
let's
one's-
go get her up. Let's go
one's-
get you up.
Ow.
Arxan!
She only fell 2 feet onto her head and spine. That's fine, you know.
In a place where there is no gravity or space.
So then technically she didn't fall because you need gravity in order to fall.
Exactly. Now you're getting it. Now you're thinking with astral space.
God.
That does make you GLaDOS. You know, you realise that. I think it's very appropriate right now.
This was a triumph.
Uh,
I'm making
Okay,
a note here.
Let's get our scaly
TPK.
friend. Arxan!
I'll try jumping.
Alrighty. It's the
Come on,
shoebox
Joe.
of destiny.
No armies.
18.
Hey!
Yeah, you
You-
did it!
With your very tall stature of 195 centimeters, you less jump and more step nonchalantly over the gap. You just step over. But you, being far enough up, have actually stepped onto the higher island where the pool is.
Oh.
I'm completely fucking confused with these platforms.
Would you like
Try-
a visual?
yay!
Yes, that would be helpful.
You know what? No, I'd like to really try. Please.
Oh my god, did you try?
God, we're just chock full of the references today.
Oh, for God's sake.
I'm missing. Luckily, I prepared for this eventuality.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh, different island. Okay.
Oh. It's not very far, though.
And you see now, as you step onto these islands, and Arxan, the last of them, steps off the platforms that you appeared on when you arrived. They crumble and fall away. The suspended animation that they were in seemingly disappearing as the pieces of them drift off into parts unknown.
Wait, so if thinking prevents us from falling, does that mean we can just fly and or just? I think fly. If I want to see if I can get up from that island, just further up.
You're trying to think
Yeah.
really hard,
Yeah.
but you don't move.
Okay, so the islands are islands.
The
Sort of
islands seem
anchor.
to have their own force on them. But I don't kind of want to step off into nothingness.
Yeah.
Where
Let's
are we
step-
going to go, though? Do we see anything? Can I have a look around, like above us and below us? If I can't see anything around us.
You can
The
see the
area
way.
back-
You can see the way forward. There is a way forward. Big quote marks. There is towards the basilica, but beyond that, from what you can see, there's nothingness. Quite literally, nothingness.
If we're going to go anywhere, we should head towards that.
Yeah.
I guess.
A
Because
structure is better than nothing.
There is nothing else to head towards.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
How do we
What?
get there?
yeah, basically, how are we gonna get there? Like, if I step off and think about floating and then moving in that direction, is it gonna take me the entire way?
There are islands which appear to lead the entire way.
So we island hop
I guess.
from one to the other until we get there?
That's the only idea
It's-
I have.
It's a plan. It's the only one we've got. So.
You know, I'm going to step off an island and think solid ground.
Okay.
Because, I mean, yeah.
You step off an island, and I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god.
no.
15?
You begin to step off the island, but similar to before, a primeval sense in your mind goes, no.
Okay.
And your foot just sort of teeters off the edge,
So
and
just
you manage to
tap.
right yourself.
Okay, no.
So that plan's not.
That's not working.
No.
Okay. Well, we just take this one island at a time then.
Yeah, one island at a time. Just
So
take it steady.
let's see if we can get over to where Arxan is, so that we're all together at least, and go from there.
I'd like everyone to make a perception check.
Perception.
I'm good at that.
Natural
No.
20,
Ooh, I'm
so
not.
26.
14. Not as good as I thought.
Natural
12.
20s are crits in my games anyway, so it's fine. But all right, what did everybody else get?
2.
2. Oh, 2.
14.
12.
Okay. Tae'la, as you converse, you notice something out of the corner of your eye. In the distance, for a moment, it appears as another starlight to you, but then you realize it flickers and begins to get closer, and then bifurcates. And you see as two what appear to be comets streak from the nothingness before one lands on the island with Arxan, and the next lands on the next island to you. The light shimmers for a moment before revealing a form. Standing around 6 foot tall, resplendent in red fur, with long lionesque faces that appear as a caricature of a lion. Curled hair around them and seeming mustaches made out of their fur. 2 large dog-lion-like entities stand before you. One of them steps up into the rocky outcrop above the pool and searches around. Well, Ponderer, seems we have some more visitors from the Prime. Bashers at that as well. Say, these ones look interesting. Jesus. The other one now looks around at you all. Yes, questioner. They do look interesting, don't they? Especially that one. Yes, the one there. You know which one I mean, don't you, questioner? I do, Ponderer. Perhaps they can ask some questions for us. Tell us, Bashers. Who are you?
What?
Does anyone know what these are?
Who, what, why, how?
I just kind of give Wulfric a little nudge forward.
Yeah, nudge Wulfric.
I just sort of
I stand very firm.
behind him. I'm just sort of like, come on.
What?
What the hell is that?
What the
What?
what? Oh, hang on. We're oop. There we go.
You might want to zoom the map out a bit so you
Yeah.
can see.
Ooh.
Right, yeah.
Are these on four legs or 2 legs?
4 legs.
What? And they're 6 foot on 4 legs?
Yes.
Fuck. Oh boy.
They're on the very top of the medium scale.
Mm-hmm. Sure are.
Let's be friends.
Friends, you say? Ooh, questioner, what do we say to that? It sounds like we have some questions of our own to ask Ponderer. But before we do you have any questions yourselves?
So many.
What?
Where are you?
Yes. Yes. Where
A little
are
bit
we?
lost, are we, Basher?
Yeah.
Primes, they're all the same. Usually Bashers are a bit more smarter, though. You're in the Astral Sea, Basher.
That's what I thought.
How do we get back to a prime?
That's a good question, Basher. I'll let you find the answer to that one yourself.
What's a basher?
You're a Basher. Here in the plains, that's what we call an adventurer. Because you bash things.
Ah, I get it. That's quite clever, yeah.
And you ponder and question things then?
I am questioner and she is ponderer. Yes.
What are you pondering? Out?
What aren't we
Off?
pondering and questioning? We are fools. It's our job to ponder, to question, and to protect.
What are you protecting?
Good question.
Seem to be on a run there, yes.
Who knows what we protect?
You seem to like questions, but lack many answers.
Oh, he's not
I
called
have
Answerer.
many answers, but I prefer a question. One finds that a question produces more answers than an answer produces answers. Don't you find?
Well, answering a question with a question only begs more questions.
Which in turn makes more answers.
Unless you don't get any answers, in which case you still only have more questions.
But every question has an answer, Basher.
Okay, right now, in Taylor's head, that meme of the woman looking confused with all the numbers is happening. Oh, brain.
I have a question, Mr.
Yes.
Questioner, Miss
Basher.
Ponderer. Some of our magic isn't
Mrs.
working.
Ponderer to you.
Sorry, Mrs. Ponderer, Mr. Questioner, sir. Why is it that some of our magic is not working here?
Oh, the astral flow, it comes and goes and comes and goes and comes and goes. You're in the beginnings of magic here, and sometimes it just decides to not work.
Oh.
But of course, those of you who draw power from other sources will be fine. Isn't that right, Basher?
You'll have to be more specific as to who you're referring to.
Perhaps yourself, Basher. Who knows?
Indeed.
So I am assuming then that divine magic is probably going to work okay? And maybe
This-
nature magic might work
This
okay?
Basher knows what he's talking about.
But the arcane might be a bit 50-50.
It seems like you've hit the nail on the head, Basher.
Right.
Enough of these frivolous questions. We have some true questions. Do you seek to gain our favor? We are capricious beings, after all.
Well, I'm always up for making more friends, so
Allies are always good.
yes.
Well,
Sure.
answer me these questions free.
gonna die.
Well,
Oh, here we go.
Question the first. What is the meaning of goodness? You must all answer. To me or to me?
The meaning of goodness. Well, I mean, goodness can be quite subjective. What's good to one person could be good, not good to somebody else. It's kind of hard to describe.
That's an interesting question.
I suppose being kind to people?
Is that your answer?
Do we get one answer for all of us? Or do we get one answer
each
each?
of you.
Oh, okay. Then that will be my answer, then.
And the others. What is the meaning of goodness?
I'm just like, damn. I wasn't expecting my morality being questioned today. Shit.
Like the first one said, it's entirely subjective. Which means we get to pick the answer.
Is there any chance we could take a little bit of a break here?
Of course. Let's take a
All
quick
right.
5-minute break.
All right, thank you.
Back
To give you
to
guys some
it,
time
guys.
to figure out the answer to this question.
Where's my BRB screen? Is this it? We'll find out. Yeah! Back in a minute, guys.
So, after that brief interlude, what's the meaning of goodness?
Straight to the point. Love it.
Um,
I'm so Vogue.
Okay, I'm. The meaning of goodness: helping those that need help and want help, and trying not to make things worse for everyone.
An interesting answer. Rarely do we hear one such as that.
That good? Bad? God, I'm terrible.
So, for the rest of you, tell us your answers.
I've got an answer for you.
Tell us your
They
answers.
listen. Oh, okay. Goodness is having the power to change the world, your situation for either better or worse, and then choosing to help those in need.
We require no more answers.
Right when I kind of had one.
This one knows the meaning of goodness.
You're damn
It
straight.
comes with the choice to do what is right, not
Oh, okay.
the intention.
Joe nailed it.
Oh, okay.
Now, second question.
Oh god, I forgot we had 3.
Upon your travels, you come across a child, marked by a demon's blood and bearing a twisted and contorted form. They look upon you with newborn eyes. What do you do with the child?
Shall I go
Well,
first?
I need more context for this.
if you want to.
I need to have a little bit of a think about.
Take all the time you need. After all, it doesn't exist here.
Good. To
If it
know.
was me, I would probably try and take the child to a holy person. I don't know much about deities or gods, or devils or demons. So I would defer to someone who did and hope that they could help them.
The unknown scares you, does it not?
A little bit, yeah.
In time, young one, in time.
I would do what was necessary to restore the child and maintain the balance.
Your answer reeks of diplomacy. You walk a strange path.
I would protect the child.
And why? It bears
Not
the
by-
mark of your great enemy.
That may be true. But a child is still a child and innocent. Protect it from its destiny is... No, protect it from those who marked it. Make it see that it doesn't have to follow in their footsteps. It's a child, it's done nothing wrong.
No more answers are required. This one was satisfactory. And the food dog paws around before settling down upon its front legs and placing its head on top of its paws. Our third question. and our last. Across plains and lands, you chase your greatest foe to the end of their days. At last, on their deathbed, you catch up to them. They are weak, dying, a frail shell of their former self. What do you do with them? You're muted, Joe.
I'm not. I'm
not.
I'm mouthing words.
That was great. I was like, wow, he muted himself again. And he was just like, no, I'm not.
I was like trying to mumble to myself. Like,
Joey, you could have played that off and like, oh, sorry, that was amazing. You should have heard it. Like, I couldn't say it again.
Gosh, gee golly gosh. Don't you just hate it when these gosh damn video games make you done gone and think?
I think if it was my greatest foe, I would try to.
Are there any threats to anyone?
Is anyone a threat when they're dying?
If they were already dying, I think I would grant them a merciful, swift, and painless death.
I laugh.
So they didn't have to suffer any further. They could be at peace, and I could be at peace.
I laugh at this notion. There'd be no mercy for the wicked. If he's my sworn enemy, then he is a sworn enemy of good, and I stand as a protector of good.
In short, every one of Joe's answers has been great sword.
Hate the things.
Direct to the point, very paladin.
It's like, you know, like in me, I might think differently, but not Arxan. Arxan can have the red.
I'm not bashing you, Basher.
Oh yeah. No, I'm. There you go.
What about the others?
Sorry, I can't help you with that one. I guess out of character.
I would sit with them
Oh, your greatest foe
and
is
ask.
a she. We learn more.
I would sit with them and ask questions and wait and watch and find a new purpose after that, I guess.
One can often find at the end of a journey that has taken your entire life that the greatest of foes is in the end just a person. Your answer is humbling. He stands up. Ponder. It looks like we don't have to kill these ones. Inform Jakihala. We are bestowing blessings upon these. They will need it in the temple. At that point, Ponderer steps up and you see The radiant light began to shimmer around her form once more. Be blessed, followers of good. In the light find your steps. And always ask yourself the questions. What is the meaning of what we do? And with that, a radiant pulse blasts out from her and washes over you like the comforting softness of a warm blanket on a cold day. You feel restored, your old wounds knit together, scars soften, the abrasion on them seeming to give way to new tissue. You feel your energies restored, rejuvenated. It's quite literally the name of the spell is rejuvenation. You are all affected as if you had just taken a long rest.
Hooray!
Yay.
In addition, until you take another long rest, you have 1d10 at temporary hit points that refresh every hour.
Oh, damn.
I have what? Sorry, it's cut out a little.
Everyone's freezing on the webcams.
That's
Yeah.
not good.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't hear what we got then.
Okay, we can go right now.
D10 temporary HP until the
And
next time we take a long rest.
And the effects of a long rest.
Sick. Do I get my hit points back to how they were?
Your maximum hit points.
Yeah.
Yes, they are now at your actual maximum.
Oh,
Yay.
They've not been reduced twice now.
Saints be praised.
So you've got like an additional somewhat crazy, like an additional 9 hit points or something.
Bye from me.
Does that mean we recover hit dice as well?
Yes, it is as if you had just taken a long rest. You feel like you've just woken up from the best sleep of your life.
Nice.
And as the radiant energy finishes washing over you, you look to where the food dogs once stood. But nothingness stands in their place.
Okay.
Well, that was interesting.
Yep. Interesting's definitely the word for it.
Has anyone ever seen anything, any creatures like that before?
I could safely say no.
No.
Ah. Hmm.
What did they say? Something about going and seeing Jackie Gleason.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it was. Yeah, exactly.
Believe it was Jackie Hallar.
So you know that blessing we just received? That's
Yeah.
gone.
The blessings
good-
of Jackie Gleason.
It's a good job you didn't have to fight them, because then you'd be the Foo Fighters.
Hey!
Damn it, can we call them back?
But then that would have been the best, like, group
Name, yeah.
I'm still pushing for Goof Troop.
Oh, no.
Chat, push Goof Troop. Do it.
Hi, Vito.
yeah.
Jaeger.
Jackie Hallar was the name.
Jackie Hallar.
Have you got a spelling for that, Stu?
Nope.
Okay.
I just wrote it as it sounded.
Very
so
honest
I
of you.
I wrote it phonetically so that I can remember how to pronounce it.
So I'm gonna write it Jackie Gleason. Right.
Being able to pronounce it is probably better. There you go.
Yeah. Most of the time when I come up with names, they're completely phonetic, so figure it out.
Look what you've done to the chat. God damn it.
Yeah!
Oh no.
Yes, chat!
Oh,
Not the Goof Troop. Alright?
No, please no.
Okay.
This game is too serious for you to be the Goof Troop. You are Jaggers.
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 Okay.
No, you're not that either. I can see that evil look in your eye, Joe. Alright, so. You are once again alone.
So,
Excuse me. That was more.
should we try and make our way over to the building, the thing?
Did you describe it as the vestibule?
No, a
A
basilica.
Basilica.
A basilica.
Damn it. Ah.
It's like a basilica, but you can't make out the complete details of it. It's obscured by this sort of stream of chromatic dust that seems to scatter through the sky. It comes down in like a formation through the island chain that leads up to it. So from your viewpoint, you can't see the full details. You can just see the silhouette of it. And behind the basilica, there's like a crescent of light, as if there was like a solar eclipse moving the moon in front of the sun, and there's just a thin sliver of light.
Okay.
But you can't see the actual details of the basilica.
In regards to this this battle map that we're looking at,
Yeah.
which direction is the
Right.
basilica?
Right.
Okay.
Over this way.
Then I will attempt. Then I will attempt to get to this this island.
Make an
Yes.
athletics check.
We've
have a
still got the
running
rope
jump.
attached,
We're all
right?
still tied together. We must have looked like a right bunch of nerds just stood there on an island all tied
Oh, yeah.
together.
Well, I think I had Randall kind of on a lead. Those whole
Yeah, essentially.
You're like
Keep
baby
it up.
brains, like toddlers.
Like a toddler. Yeah. All right. 10 again.
Okay. You make a running jump this time. Now you've got a bit more space, and and you crack your stomach on the side of this thing, and it would knock the wind out of you, but there is no wind. You don't
Oh.
need to breathe, so you just clamber up.
Okay.
And at that point, you realize that you don't actually need to inhale or exhale. You just stop. And you're fine. But not in real life. No, that doesn't work. You can't method act that.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I'm over here now.
You're about to vanish from that battle map soon, so don't rely on it too much.
Right.
Alright, I'm just gonna try and continue bouncing across islands towards the building.
Yeah.
All right, for the sake of
That time,
time,
like the present, yeah.
let's just have you all make an athletics check.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, box isn't level.
10.
16.
19.
9.
7.
With all your bonuses?
Yes.
Wow.
I rolled a 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. You got a running jump though, so the DC is lowered.
Ah, well, there you go.
So you all managed to make it across to this next island, and from there is a short piece of path sticking out from the island beyond, upon which you can see this area fenced in with a wrought iron fence, and in the center it appears to be some sort of statue, though from this distance it's occluded by this sort of purple ambience that the entire plane has.
Are we any closer to the dust?
Yes, you're moving in the direction of this chromatic.
Okay, but we're not actually anywhere near the dust right yet.
No, you're getting closer to it though.
Okay. Okay.
I want to go check out the statue.
Okay, so you just hop across. It's a very short jump due to this like path and rubble sticking out of the end. As you walk in, you walk through the gates that there are to this gated structure. It's not structure, this gated area. And you find yourself in a graveyard.
Oh boy.
Missing.
As you get close to this statue, I would like you to make a religion check.
Religion?
Religion.
Oh, that's a straight 0. Okay.
No.
7. I'm going to put this dice away forever.
Just blowtorch it. You've wronged me for the last time, D20. Unfortunately, you can't quite tell what this is. You're not versed in the usual religions of the land. You accept that the gods exist. You just don't care.
Cool. Well, I'm going to be respectful because, I might not worship these gods, but I'm still not going to be a dick.
The statue appears as you look at it, though you don't know what it is a statue of. It's a very thin, emaciated-looking woman in long, flowing robes with a mask obscuring her face. A plain porcelain mask that bears no facial features.
Well,
It is a tall statue that sits on top of a plinth in the center of this graveyard.
Are
I'm
we
gonna
all
hop
there
over
now,
and
or
have
just
a look as well.
You
Is
can
there
all- You
is
can
there
all
any
walk over if
writing?
you'd like.
Is there any writing on it or symbols
On the actual statue itself? No.
on the plinth thing?
On the plinth, no.
Is it just that singular thing here, or are there any other graves?
There is a statue in the center of the graveyard. In total, there's probably around 30 graves.
Oh, okay. Can I just have a wander around and just have a look at some of the other graves?
Sure, make an investigation check. Would anyone like to have a gander at the statue?
Yes, me please.
Okay, religion check.
15 for my investigation.
Okay.
8.
All right, 8. You as well haven't paid much attention to the gods yourself in this regard. You're not quite sure what this god is. You know the usual, like Pelor and such, but this one's a little foreign to you. You can't quite place. Perhaps your mind's a little boggled from being yanked across existence.
that'll do
I'll
that
have a
to
look.
you.
What did you get? Sorry, Joe?
I'll have a look. I said.
Oh, right. I thought you were like 21. I was like,
So what stat are we?
religion.
Religion.
Oh, okay. 12.
Good enough.
Yeah.
You, though, primarily being schooled in the teachings of who you regard as the best god, Bahamut, you were required in your training to learn about the other gods of the land. This one in particular is one that bears close mention to pretty much every other god, as everyone meets this steward in the end. This is the Raven Queen,
Ah.
the goddess of the moment of death. And she watches over these souls so that they may pass into the afterlife, of which she has no control over.
So are we dead?
No, but we are in a graveyard,
Yes,
so
and
it
you
kind of
looking
makes
around,
sense for that to be here. I guess.
you find, you find like looking through the names, you find a few names like Keed Bayern. You see Kafili Oldhild. You see Arjun Bahal. You see one Foldria Evilian. You see Auton Feng. A whole number of names.
Would I recognize, like, maybe where these names might come from? Like, is there like a part of the world that those kind of names would kind of come from, or?
They just appear to be names. You've heard these names. You've in passing traders and people in Vault. They just seem like names from all over. There's no particular setting.
Non-specific place that all of these people would come from, just anywhere. Okay.
Yeah, just seem to be anywhere. The names some of the names you've heard, well, most of the names you've heard actually appear to be human. Though one of them stuck out to you as being a name that you definitely haven't heard like a human surname. Sounds more elvish than the others.
Huh.
For the most part, they all sounded human, even if they were from different parts of human. The etymology.
I call Tae'la over and ask her if she recognises the elvish name on the grave.
I heard that right?
Mm-hmm.
Ha! I look at the grave and kind of just sort of like freeze.
Are you okay?
That's that's my surname.
What? Oh. Oh.
Do I recognize the first name? Stu?
You do not know.
I don't recognize the name. Okay.
It's definitely Elvish, though.
It's definitely Elvish.
Huh. That's weird. Hmm.
Yeah, that is weird. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm assuming it's might be a relative.
I don't.
Maybe.
I don't know the name. It might be. It might not be. I don't know.
Maybe it's an old ancestor.
Maybe.
There's nothing on the graves that have like any kind of dates or descriptions, or it's just a name.
Just a name. They do have like what do you call them? Like the words they put on a tombstone. I can't remember the technical term, but they have a short description on each of the tombstones.
What does that one say?
The one that shares your surname.
Mm-hmm.
It says, Arcanist of the highest order, High Elf, High Citizen, High Family Member, preserved in our hearts as a defender of this completed realm. His work shall not be forgotten, and neither shall his name.
Oh, shit.
What was his name? I've forgotten.
I actually have the spelling for this one.
Oh, hot damn.
Yeah. Because this one was planned. Excuse me, why I pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. The graves to the right and left of this grave, the one on the left, the name is mostly missing and part of the grave is shattered away, but it doesn't share a similar ending to the name as this one, as the one you just looked at. But it reads, Diplomat, Scholar, Archmage, Defender of this world. May his legacy last forever. She will live on in our hearts.
Do they all have Defender of the World on? Or Defender of this world? Or wherever
Yes.
that line was. So
They all say
so they
something
all
to
have
the
the
effect
same.
of that.
Ah.
Yes. And they all appear to mention something to do with being a magic user.
Right.
Every single last one of them. Tae'la, could you make a perception check for me?
Hang on, that's the cursed dice. Away with you. Perception.
Away, you foul beast. You shall not burden this family any longer.
21.
Oh.
As you look around, you see that there is a grave apart from the rest of them. It's much smaller, resembling that of a brick rather than a tombstone. It's hard to notice at first, and for some reason your eye feels like it should be averted from it.
Okay, I go over and look at it.
Okay. The gravestone has but 3 words on it. 2 of them form a name. Vitruvian Rubrick.
Oh.
And the last word reads Savior.
I show Randall this one. I'm like,
Rubrick.
Rubric.
That's the name that they gave the magic.
Yep.
Randall would know this name, wouldn't he? From his college teachings, no? Nothing?
Nothing is known of the rubric beyond its name.
It seems very odd that there is a grave here. I would
So-
assume then that they named the rubric after whoever this person is, but
But surely
I don't know.
it says Savior. The Rubric shattered the earth.
Well, yes, but it did bring about a lot of good things as well.
Someone's gonna get punched again.
You're getting a role-playing mark for that look alone.
Yes, the storm that killed our traveling companion was a good thing. Yes, thank you, Rubric. You brought around so much good.
No, but it has helped a lot of people.
Has it?
Yes. The construction and distribution of magical items throughout the world have made people's lives easier.
I'm not so certain that the dangers associated with the Rubric are outweigh the positives. Sorry, the positives outweigh the negatives.
Well, I understand that you're a nature magic user. Maybe if you were an arcane magic user, you would see it differently.
Maybe I would. And I'm just going to turn away and walk before I punch him again.
Okay.
So I'll pass by the Avelian grave once more and like pay a small moment of respect, and then I'll walk out of the graveyard.
Do you touch it?
Yes.
You lay your hand upon the cold stone. It's cold.
You
Cool.
Does it look tidy? Is it well kept?
The graves, for the most part, have no notion of any moss or plant life growing on them.
Okay.
They look as if they were dug yesterday.
Right.
In fact, they all look like they were dug at the same time.
I see.
which means there must have been a survivor, at least one,
Well, I don't
or at least
necessarily.
like well-constructed graves.
I don't
At least
know.
well-constructed.
I'm thinking about back to what the Foo said actually. Time doesn't exist here, so them being all dug at the same time might mean fucking nothing. These could have all been dug at like 100 years apart, and they might just all look the same.
That's true.
Now you're thinking like the Astral Sea.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Mm.
But
Who
maybe
knows, though?
Keep
maybe
drinking,
there's
it might
someone.
help.
Maybe we find someone that knows something more about this. I don't. The only people we've met so far have been asking more questions than giving answers. So.
If we looked, so is this graveyard part of the basilica then, or is the
No,
basilica
you're
near?
still some distance from the basilica.
It was on the way to
I,
the basilica.
I suggest we pursue the basilica then.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did the Fu say though? About the blessing. We're gonna need it when we get to. I can't remember what that thing was called.
Jackie Gleason.
No, it was a place. They didn't call it the Basilica.
They said the Aetherborn Temple.
The Aetherborn Temple. Yeah.
Aetherborn Temple.
Born as in taken somewhere, not born as in given birth to. Born of an E.
Can you spell Aether?
Sorry, not Aether, astral. Astral born.
Okay.
Not Aether born. Wrong system. There's no Aether in this. This isn't Final Fantasy.
Besides, it's Ether.
Ether, yeah. How many MP have
English
you
and
got?
art. The way of putting A's where there don't need to be any.
Yeah, how many MP have you got left, Joe?
I have 2 MP.
2 MP. What's your second job?
Alright, come on then, let's island hop our way to the Basilica.
I'd like to, if we get to a point where I can, like, observe the chromatic dust a bit better, I'd like to sort of stop and have a look at that before we get any further on.
Looking forward now, you can see that it's around. There's a small patch in front of you now that looks like the ruins of a building at some point, floating in pieces in the air. Beyond that, you can see there is another island, and then it looks like after that island is where this chromatic dust is.
Okay. Do we recognise the architecture of this ruined building at all?
It's too destroyed to know.
Okay.
Yeah. It's literally just floating bits of rubble, like a pillar here, a piece of building here.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anyone want to have a look at the building?
I mean, if it's super destroyed, then... I mean, I don't care about buildings.
You're going to have to climb across it if you want to get it, any further, so you'll probably get a pretty good look at it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Fair
Nah,
enough.
I'll close my eyes. Screw it.
Yeah, I'm not going to look at this building. But...
You can't make me look with my imaginary eyes.
You have special eyes.
No, I don't specialise in this.
Oh.
Why is Jay so punny? It hurts.
Welcome to
Sorry,
the Astral
you set me up
City.
for it.
Yes. Anyway,
I don't see it.
you moving forward.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ignore that last one. I can't swear at you right now. Because I won't stop if I start. Okay. So, I'd like you all once again to make the ceremonious athletics check.
Why can't it be acrobatics though?
Yeah, right?
Oh.
Oh, 17! Yay!
14.
God, me too. I thought that was a 1, but nope.
How about you, Randall?
16.
23.
23.
Take me with you.
Arxan leaps forward, pulling the rest of you with him. He launches himself that far. The rest of you catch yourself, apart from Randall, who's flying off behind Arxan like some flapping flag in the wind, just yanked across. And as Arxan makes it onto the last major part of the building on the other side of this, he grabs the rope from behind him and flings Randall around, seeing that Randall has not actually touched the building yet, and just deposits him onto the island before jumping down next to him.
Thanks. Did we make it?
There was good climbing there, Randall. Good job.
Yep.
Now, as you all make it to this new island, you see it's quite large. It's the largest one you've been on yet, and it appears to have the remnants of a boat on it. And by a boat, I mean a very big boat. A ship.
Like
The
a
main mast is
galleon?
shattered and knocked to the side. Like a galleon, one might say, yes. It's split in half, and there's a pathway leading through the center of the split galleon. Pieces of wood float in the air around you.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Can I take a look inside?
Yes,
Like
sure.
either side? Just
Mm-hmm.
have a
As you
little
go
nosy.
to look round, this long, elongated neck stretches out from it. The creature's mouth that appears out of this ship opens in 4 directions, like the predator, and it has 2 beady black eyes that stare out
Like the
at you.
predator.
Yeah.
Hello, traveler.
Hello.
You see the creature comes out now, skittering on 8 legs with a large thorax
I'm just
behind
gonna
it.
keep backing up until I find out.
Its brown
Arxan again.
furred body reaches up. Welcome to my humble domain. What can I help you with?
We're just on our way to the Basilica. We just need to.
You are going to the temple.
Yes.
I can help you get there. I can be your guide.
I mean,
Be your friend.
I mean, we can just see it. I mean, it is just like we. I mean,
Oh, dangers lurk. Yes, dangers. Frightful beings.
yes, I'm sure they are.
Frightful. His long neck twists round, all constantly looking at you from different angles. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. Rest in pieces, Randall.
Oh, I'll do that one again. There we go. 13.
This thing is your friend.
Oh God.
Oh,
No.
Wait, no. This thing is your master.
this isn't a. Is this a charm effect?
No.
Okay.
Oh, is this a dominate?
Oh boy. Well, Randall
Don't
has lost
worry.
to us
Hang on,
forever.
hang
There's
on,
nothing
hang
we
on,
could
hang
have
on.
done. Let's just carry on with our lives. It
You're
was-
not immune to this.
Okay, if it's not a charm, then there's nothing I can do about it. Okay. Well, I think this is a jolly good idea, don't you, everyone?
No.
In your head, you hear, they're going to tell you it's wrong. You should kill them all.
Some
You
Randall,
are a mighty wizard. You are my slave.
Randall, I think you're wrong.
No, Arxan. I think
Kill
we need to-
them.
I think we need to be a bit
Kill
more positive.
them.
Okay. I cast. Where are they in relation to me? Are they all stood together?
As you go to cast the spell, the magic seems to fade from you. As your half-elvish resistance kicks in, and the charm effect disappears.
Okay.
The exceptionally strange and alien charm took a moment for your systems to get used to it. And the creature's voice still speaks in your head. Kill them in the name of the Nyogi Empire.
So I can still hear him, but I'm not.
Yogi Bearer.
So I can still hear him, but I'm not under the effect of the chant.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait a minute. He was trying to get me to kill you.
No, I was not. No.
Yes, you were.
Kill them. Let's roll initiative.
Roll
I
initiative.
love how he was saying, no, I wasn't.
No, I wasn't. Kill them.
So now I get a natural 20.
Me too. I just wasted that on
Oh, me
initiative.
too!
I love this.
Yeah!
I don't even have a dex bonus.
I have +3.
Me too.
So,
Nat 20.
Lauren's got nat 20!
And in case you're wondering how it's spelled, it's the Niyogi.
Yogi Bear Emperor.
Not the Yogi Bear.
Yeah, it's the
Look,
Yogi
if
Bear.
Joe can find a funny way of saying someone's name in your D&D campaign, he will.
I will, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter
If
who
you
did it.
blame
yeah,
anyone, blame Susan. Susan knows this. This is a vengeance I reap on everybody because of Susan.
Which
So,
the
there you
icing
go.
on that?
I feel like in my notes I should have the real name and then what Joe calls.
Okay. Well, I ended 13. I believe everyone else got a nat 20, so.
It's like the thumbnail. It's like, oh hey guys, like at the corner of the shot.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Just Niyogiing around. Oh, okay. It's pretty good.
Kill them in the name of an Italian dish.
Not the gnocchi, it's fucking hell, it's the Niyogi.
Yeah, but now I really want gnocchi.
Alright. That was that. And then... Okay, so 25 to 20.
23.
23.
21.
Who has the higher dex bonus?
I have 17.
My dex is 16.
Okay, so that's Niss first. And then 21, did you say?
Always this glam. He was a drab little crab, yeah.
Happy as a clown. 'Cause I'm beautiful, baby.
Arxan was 21, yes.
Okay, 15 to 20?
Jamie was 20, I think.
I got you. I got
Yeah,
Wulfric.
I had a 20.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, I'm 13.
Oh, right, okay. All right. First up, we have the Elvish Rogue.
Yeah. Which is actually not the position I want to be in.
Well, put yourself the way you'd like to be, based upon where you think you'd be.
Oh, we've got a map. Sorry.
I think she just means in initiative order, not
Yes,
necessarily
that's what I
on the
meant.
battle map.
Oh, right. I see.
So, I think I'm gonna wait until someone is in melee with the creature. If need
Okay.
be.
Does Randall not count as in melee because within 5 feet?
Yep.
Does that count? Would I get my sneak attack on that?
Yep. You'd need to move to actually shoot because the bow of the side of the ship is
Right.
in the way right now. You'd need to scoot round the back of Tae'la.
Is here good enough?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Then I shall shoot the thing.
Shooter.
Shooter!
That is 18 plus 3. 21.
Yeah, you hit. Yeah. Hello.
And I get 2 sneak attack dice now.
Plus.
So So that's 9, 16 plus 3, 19 damage.
Excuse me?
Nice.
19
Okay. Just making
damage.
sure. Alright.
Sorry.
So as your arrow finds its way into the creature, it strikes into the thorax of this creature. And you can see the hair around it ripple with the force of this impact as it cuts deep into this creature. You just hear it go, "No! I will not die here abandoned." Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
Can I hide as a bonus action?
Behind
Is that-
what?
Anything to hide?
No.
Is that?
That's a 10-foot cliff.
It's not like a stone wall or something.
No, it's a 10-foot cliff.
Well, could I hide behind the wooden thing of the ship?
Sure, you can try.
Oh god. That's so comforting. I will try anyway. Be here. Is that?
What did you roll?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Roll that stealth check.
15. Yeah. Enough, I would hope. 22.
Okay. Note that down. All right, which will bring us to Tae'la.
Okay, I would like to scoot over here behind Randall and then cast the Entangle. So it's 20 foot. I don't want to catch Randall, so that's... Cast it centered there, so it would still grab the monster.
Okay. And that is what?
Needs to make a strength saving throw to beat 14.
No. 9.
Yeah! Okay,
So
it's restrained.
Okay.
Do you wanna doodly do your little square on Susan?
Oh, I could doodly do a little square.
Because
okay.
does it make it difficult terrain or?
Yes, it does. So if I send it there, oh boy, bleh. It's big ass square. I think that's about right. Nope, that's really not right.
It's not even on him.
Nope. It's
Yeah, that's like 10 feet too big as
Yep,
well.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't undo it now. God damn it. Stu, you better at this than me. Can you get rid of that for me as well? Streamer having to watch my pain. Help.
There we go.
Thank you.
How can you not draw a square?
Because I suck. I'm a fraud.
There you go.
Thank you.
I thought you can't you draw a square? You went to uni for 3 years to draw.
Well, it has a like a pre-made thing on the Roll20 as well. So you just drag it.
Does it?
Exactly. You
Makes
don't even have to like try and do it all straight and everything. You're rubbish.
Shut up.
See, that's Susie's dark secret. She can't do anything simple.
Yes.
I'd like you to draw
okay.
me a line.
No, but drawing lines is hard freehand, so don't even start.
I know that.
So it's restrained, and it has to use its action to make a strength check. On a success, it frees itself.
Has to use its action.
Yes. Well, if it wants to get out.
If it wants to stop being restrained.
Okay. Let's go to Arxan.
I'll make you choke on your venomous words. Oh, I'd stab it. So I'm gonna swing it with my great sword.
Yes, you are.
Oh no! Oh, dice, go in the box. I really need a rolling tray. Oh my god, that's a 1.
Oh no!
You run up to go, venomous beast, and just go, and carve a massive portion of the ship open next to it, and you just stare over to the creature and just snarl.
I would be impressed, but I missed.
All right. Wulfric.
With my movement, will I be able to get up next to it? With having to go around everything? Or would I be just
No,
out?
you'd be just out, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
So how far can I get then? About.
Well, you can move your own
That's
guy,
too
bro.
far
And
over, isn't
if you hold down your click, right, on your
Yeah.
character, yeah, like click to drag, you can press space to get the waypoints up, and you can actually tap every time you move your guy around and actually measure where you're going and the distance. Every time you tap space, it moves you another place. Like it will set another waypoint. Sorry, so you can just move yourself around with by holding it down and then tap to see where you want to move.
That's confusing me. All right. 15, 20, 25, 30. That's...
I'm gonna have to.
Okay. I'll just go to there.
Watch the VOD of that again because I missed that. How you do that?
Okay, look, right. So I'll show you with how it should look if you do it right. Yeah. So you hold down on whoever you want. So you like pick them up so you can move them around.
Yeah.
You tap space and you start waypointing, and then every time you want to change direction,
Right. Oh, okay.
tap
Okay.
space again, and you move it, and then once you've finished, it'll look like that.
Oh, that's that. Right. That makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
never mind.
Gotcha.
And so that show other people where you move.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll just end my turn now. And I cast Sacred Flame since I'm just a bit far out.
Okay. It's restrained, so it automatically fails all dex saving for it.
Yeah. And
So deal your damage.
Wrong spell.
That's correct for restrained, right? Hold on,
It takes 1d8.
Restrained.
It takes 8.
There's disadvantage on dex saving throws. My bad. That's still a 16. So it doesn't take any damage.
No. Damn it. I will hit with that one day.
One day.
One day.
As a cleric that tries Sacred Flame a lot, no, you won't.
No, don't do Sacred Flame. Sacred Flame sucks. Every single cleric I know that uses Sacred Flame just misses with it constantly.
Alright, so...
And then rolls a 1 on the damage when they hit.
Yes.
Well, I rolled an 8 for damage, but I didn't get to do the damage.
The Neogis go. And he goes, my children, get them.
Oh,
tits.
And
balls.
then it just lashes out at you, Rando.
Of course it does.
With all its attacks.
Plural.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
So
Bye,
that
Randall.
would be,
Bye, everyone.
Oh, okay. Its attack rolls have disadvantage, so I'll do them one by one. That will be a 10.
That misses.
Okay, that was the bite. And the claw that comes at you with its big spidery leg. And that will be a 14.
Yeah, no, that hits.
Oh boy, take some damage. 8 points of slashing damage as this this spider-like leg, which is spiked on the end, just scores across your body as it tries feebly to kill you while being restrained by these vines that have appeared out of nowhere thanks to Tae'la's spell. Which will bring us to the go of the hatchlings.
Can they not?
And they skitter up behind. This one climbs up the wall here. And they are just going to thrash out at everything around you with their hungry maws. They're hungry for adventurer flesh. So, against you, Wulfric.
Oh boy.
6.
Is that a good or a bad?
6.
A what?
Good for you.
Oh.
And then against you, Arxan, that's a 16.
Against AC.
Yeah.
That matches.
Okay, that hits. And against you, Tae'la, natural 1.
Yeah, Tae'la the Unbreakable. Still going. Still going.
Arxan, you take a whole 1d4 of damage.
Oh no!
You take 2 points of damage.
Oh no!
And you also take 3 poison damage and need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, I take 3 poison damage.
Yes. As this tiny little slug with spider legs latches onto your ankle and just bites hard.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
19.
And you're just like,
Ew.
get off.
Gross.
Alright, which brings us to Randall.
Okay, I am going to use Shocking Grasp on the big thing right in front of me.
Okay.
So I have to make a melee spell attack.
Yes.
Okay.
The
That's a
Neogi.
natural 20.
Alright, cool, that crits.
Okay, good.
The Neogi were first introduced in the Spelljammer campaign setting.
Went off this.
They're basically white guys
6.
in the colonial period.
So it's 6 points of damage, and they can't take reactions until the start of their turn. Next turn.
Okay, 6 points of damage, and they can't take reactions. As you reach out with your hand, and you just slap this creature for trying to mind control you, and as electricity runs down its body.
Can I then, if I move back to between Niss and Tae'la, I'm still in melee range of that other one, so I won't get. Oh no, but no, I'll stay where I am then, because otherwise I'm going to get attack of opportunity from that guy.
Whatever happens, you're getting hit by something.
Yeah, so I'll just stay where I am then.
Alright, which brings us to Niss.
Is it too crowded now to actually shoot the big guy?
From where you are, you can't see the big guy.
Even when I go up here?
You'd need to move a bit more around, but you can like shoot and just have a cover bonus.
Oh, I ignore cover. Yes. Sharpshooter.
Oh, you have sharpshooter then in that case.
Yes, I do. So I will shoot the big guy. 14. That's 5, 19.
That hits.
Still sneak attack because other people?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's you have advantage on the attack roll. Oh, you have advantage on the attack roll. Roll again.
Ooh.
Yeah, roll the attack roll. Roll the attack roll again. You had advantage, just in case you get.
Worse.
That's fine. If you got.
But it is sneak attack.
You do get sneak attack, yeah.
Good. Because I rolled 2 max damage there. That is 11, 17, 19 again.
Okay. So you draw back your arrow once again, threading the needle through like 3 different targets to get to your intended shot. As you catch the creature on the side, you hit a bit of the I can never pronounce it. The bony stuff on insects. Chitin? Chitin. You catch that, and instead of the arrow piercing, it turns it into a sort of hammer of sorts, and it slams the creature's head back into the mast before slipping down, piercing into it, sticking this creature's head to the mast as it lets out its last breath of and its legs fall limp.
Nice.
Good job.
Controlling our wizard. I'll show you.
Why I oughta.
We're the only one punching him in the face.
Which brings us, unless you'd like to do anything else.
Again, duck behind the thingy.
Sure.
Not that it matters much with the creature now, but yeah.
Which brings us to Tae'la.
Cool. Well, I am going to use.
Lightning bolt.
I don't have lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Let's do it straight ahead and get Wulfric. Zoop.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna use produce flame and throw it at the guy dancing with Wulfric right now.
Dances with Wulfric.
Ooh,
Dances
nice.
with Wulfric.
Yeah.
Because I can't do it at the
Are they
one.
doing the lambada, the forbidden dance?
Oh. Oh dear, that's a 10 to hit.
That misses.
Yeah, I thought so. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stay behind my shield and growl at the one in front of me.
Which brings us to Arxan. The mighty.
So I've just been bitten by one of these things. Is it the one that's right behind me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit that one with my sword.
Okay.
So rolling to attack. 21.
That hits.
Cool. What's my d6? There it is. So 2d6 plus 4. That's a 2. And that's a 2. So that's 8 damage.
So, you've played Dark Souls, right?
Yeah.
You know the Black Knight Greatsword?
Yes.
You know its special move?
Yes.
The uppercut.
Yeah.
You spin round and just bifurcate this creature in half. Of course it's in half, it's bifurcated. And it just splits and flies off until it catches the edge of the field that seems to be around these islands and just starts floating away.
Nice.
In 2 different pieces.
Hey.
Nice.
Alright, which brings us to Wulfric.
I'm just gonna stab the one right in front of me because there's no point blowing a spell.
Oh, getting cocky, are we?
No, it's just because I have them and now they're precious to me. And I want to.
Okay,
I want to
I
use them
believe you.
appropriately.
I believe you. I don't believe you.
That's an 18 with a +6, so
That hits.
Oh.
That's a 24.
yeah. So that's 1d8 plus strength.
You do indeed hit the ancient red dragon.
Yeah. So that would be 10 points of damage with me swallowed.
Not wanting to outdo Arxan, your fellow holy compatriot, you put the sword in both hands and just into the top of this creature and just, like you're carving a turkey, bring it straight down, Nutcracker style.
Yeah. Cool.
These creatures being about as tall as like your shin, by the way. They're very short.
If I'd have known that, I'd have just kicked it.
Which will bring us to the last remaining hatchling, who is once again going to attempt to nibble on Tae'la.
Bring it.
It fails to nibble on Tae'la. Randall. It's impossible to hit you.
Did you say it was me next?
It is you, yes.
I will use Shocking Grasp again on this guy in front of me.
Okay.
So it's a melee spell attack.
Yep.
That is a 16 to hit.
That does indeed hit.
Okay, cool. And then that's a D8.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4 points of lightning damage, and it can't take reactions until its next turn.
Yeah, you just reach down and grab hold of it and just shock it with your hand, but it stays standing.
And as a result, I'm going to move back over here with Niss, because it can't take
Reactions, yeah.
reactions.
Speaking of Niss, it's your go.
I'm going to shoot the thing.
You have sneak attack as well. You don't have advantage, but you have sneak attack.
6 plus 5, 11.
That just hits.
Oh, nice.
I'm just going to put the red X on it now.
Oh, that's my punishment. 2 min damage. 8 plus 3, 11 damage as well.
You just stick it to the ground, and you just walk straight up and pull the arrow out again. Just wasn't even worth the arrow.
But at least I get the arrow back.
You do get the arrow back.
Any others, by the way?
You can get one back from the creature, the one in the thorax. The one in the head, it broke against the creature's side.
Whew.
So, as the battle settles, we'll take a quick break. And when we come back, we will continue on towards the Astralborn Temple.
Kill.
See you in a bit, guys. Go, I'll give it a sec.
It's always the best. All right, welcome back. So, in the aftermath of that fight, with pieces of viscera and a strange black blood from this creature all around you, you have killed your first extraplanar being. Congratulations.
He was a drab little crab. Yeah.
Is there anything to harvest from this one?
The physiology is so alien that you don't really know what is what.
Can I just go up and kick the leg of one of the legs of the big one? Try and charm me. You was trying to get me to attack you all.
Oh.
You nearly did.
No, I know. I have my mother to thank for that.
Hey.
I'd lean over to Tae'la.
Half elf.
I got it. Yeah, it took me a second. I'm a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. It was the look on your face. I
Yeah.
could tell you were working that one out.
I mean, come on.
I got it too.
I'm a bit thrown at the minute.
I was more holding back a joke because Wulfric wouldn't make that joke.
Anyway,
Jamie
that
won't.
joke doesn't need to be heard because you're Wulfric right now.
Exactly.
So, is anything anyone would like to do?
Have a look around the ship.
Yep.
Sure, make an investigation check.
I want to look
Oh
too.
yes, can I do that? Can I do that?
I want
too?
to. I want to do
Oh.
it too.
I want to do it. I want
My
to do it too.
investigation's rubbish.
Sure.
11.
Okay.
I've got pretty good.
5.
Good investigation, but I rolled a 2, so I have an 8.
I've got.
Oh shit! You have plus 6.
I rolled a 10, so I get 16.
Okay. Tae'la, let's do you first.
Okay.
You, Mr. Roundout, you don't find anything. You're too busy taking out your frustration on this Spider-Man. Tae'la, you proceed to the back end of the ship, where you find something that you've been on a ship before. You've been on boats. You find something that's not supposed to be on a boat. At the back of the ship here, where one might usually find the I was about to say steering wheel.
Rudder.
the
Boat words.
the
It's a wheel.
It's a wheel, yeah.
the wheel.
Steer with it.
Yeah,
Controls
The
the
wheel.
rudder.
With it, I guess,
the
so.
wheel of the ship. You instead find the remains of a chair. The back of which is festooned with a number of copper wires, like thick copper tubes, and nearby you find what appears to be a battered and discarded helmet of sorts, though most of it seems to have been broken away.
Okay, I'm gonna pick the helmet up and look at it a bit closer. Right.
You can see that at some point in time there was some very intense magical enchantments upon this helmet, and it has some sort of connection to the tubing on the seat, but it is long since broken.
Okay.
Wulfric,
Actually, I looked at insight, not investigation, so it's 11. Before you say anything.
that's enough anyway.
I'm dyslexic because reasons, and I see things wrong sometimes, guys. It starts with an I.
It's an eye for an eye, you know. You looking into where the Nyogi came from, you find remnants of strange creatures that you're not quite sure what they are, though most of them are missing most of them, so you think that even if you did know what they were, you probably couldn't figure out what they were.
Fair enough.
They've been mostly eaten, and thanks to the fact that things don't decompose here, you don't know how old they are. But you do find a number of small items in there, which perhaps pique your interest. You find scattered about, one of which is sort of lodged into the ceiling, a number of gems. 3 of which are a translucent, almost opaque green color. One of which is like orange color, I believe.
Amber.
I need to Google this. It's actually black. My bad. A black color. I should have just written down what the colors were. I'm useless. Another which is orange, though it has sort of like white, like circles in it. One is a see-through green one, and the last one is a hexagonal gem, which is a soft pink color.
Can we find a gauntlet to put them all in?
No. In addition, you find two larger than usual for what you've seen in regards to glass liquid containers, vials of liquid. The first is a pale blue in color. You can see something floating in the liquid itself. It's sort of like a crescent shape, and the liquid is very cold to the touch, to the point where frost gathers on top of the sort of bulbous round area at the bottom of this flask.
Cool.
The second one, I need to just get this up a second. 1 second. Amuse yourselves. Sorry, it's
Oh.
Oh god.
Joe. No.
Oh. That's some high def Doritz.
Quick, let's be an ASMR channel. Crinkle,
Oh,
crinkle,
yeah, that's
crinkle.
The second one is rather odd, and it takes you a moment to brush the dust off it, which is why it took me some time to describe it. It's a pale yellowish color, but the scary thing about it is that there appears to be an eyeball in it that stares at you.
What is it with body parts?
You say it stares at me, so if I move, does the eye look at me as well?
Yeah, continues to look at you.
Oh, spooky.
And then you find a small box around that long, around 8 inches long, not that tall, and it opens at the top like a lever box, like a small jewelry box in many ways. And inside is sat a feather.
Cool.
Do you touch the feather?
I have things. Yeah, why not? Let's touch the feather.
When you touch the feather, you feel something which is very familiar, but you've never really felt before. The touch of magic. You can tell that this feather is magic. Spending some time with it, you could perhaps unlock its secrets.
Perhaps.
Ooh, secret.
We shall see. What colour is it? Just for immersion.
Don't use that word. It's dark grey.
Right.
No, me and Susan have been through this.
We've had this conversation.
Are we all finding that in that first half of the boat?
The other half of the boat, Tae'la has checked, and it's just a series of tubes.
It's the internet?
It's more like a series of tubes.
Do we know where they lead to? Or where they come from?
They seem to lead into each other in a strange, nonsensical manner.
I've not done anything with the helmet, though. I'm very tempted to ask Randall to put it on.
What have you got there, Tae'la?
Okay, so there's this chair with a weird series of tubes and wires coming out of it, and a helmet. Now it looks like the helmet and the chair are connected in some sort, and that this used to have quite a lot of magic in it. Doesn't anymore right now. But I kinda...
You sure that's a helmet? You sure that's not meant for, like, your ass or something?
Oh no, it's definitely a helmet. It's
I don't know what you do with your ass, but you want to put a helmet on it?
Giant metal plating for your ass. Could be,
I mean,
could be ass armor. I
if
don't
your
know.
ass
You
is
never
like
know.
round, if you have like the extremest of bubble butts, then maybe. But
Oh well, it's perfect for you then, Tae'la. Oh no! Ew.
I've never
Yeah,
punched
you
a
can punch him.
dragonborn before.
Fair enough. No one would blame you for it.
Mighty Paladin of Bahamut.
Defender of justice and purveyor of bubble butts.
Laying the
Shocker
slammer
of party
jam.
members.
Laying the slammer jammer down.
Does anyone want to put it on?
Can I do like a check on it? Said it's magic-y? Can I take
It at one point in time it held a lot of magic.
it does not hold any magic now?
No.
Go on,
Sure,
Randall, I
but,
dare you. Go on.
Sure, I'll put it on.
You put the helmet on. You look ridiculous.
And you
Looks
were
good.
Randall, you look ridiculous.
No more than usual, I imagine. I'm going to sit in the chair as well.
You sit in the chair. It's comfortable. It's very comfortable. It's got leather, like red leather on the seat and the arms.
Ah,
It's got a lovely veneer to the wood.
nice.
Comfy?
It's also at a 30-degree angle, so you're having to hold onto it to stop yourself falling out.
Okay. Well,
Well, has all the excitement taken it out of you there, Randall? You need a
I-
little lie down,
I
calm
just
your
thought
nerves.
maybe if the chair and the helmet were connected, as Taylor said, that something might happen, but it doesn't appear to have done anything.
Well,
No, I'm just kidding. I'll just take the hat off and put it down. Slowly walk away.
no.
Not even gonna
Shall
take that
we? Shall we continue on?
I think we
We
best.
shall.
away. So,
I've
walking
given
up.
up on growly voice Arxan, by the way.
That's fine.
Imagine the voice. I
I
can't.
know.
do it.
I can imagine in it. I can imagine it very well. Continuing on. You are met with some resistance as you try to go forward from this island. For in front of you now lies the shimmering ribbon of prismatic dust. It seems to arc through the sky and find this as a meeting point with the land. You can see inside the dust there is an island in there, easily jumpable. Jump to.
Able.
Able.
Can we, like, if I was to put my hand out and touch the dust, would I be able to reach it, or is it too far?
What you can reach out and touch the dust, yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I will.
Oh, Randall, go with your pinky. If you're gonna go with any finger, go with one.
Oh,
Lose
yeah,
a non-essential
okay.
finger.
On the left hand, then I'll use the left hand.
The left pinky.
The left pinky. Uh-oh.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
I do love how though that this campaign is going to end and Randall is not going to have all his limbs.
Oh. What did
Just missing several fingers and a couple of toes.
you rolled a 1.
I mean, technically, I get a +3 to wisdom saving throws, but I did roll a nat 1.
Oh boy!
Okay.
So there's that.
Ahem.
I like the fact that he's having to warm up for this.
So, you all watch as Randall slowly puts his pinky in. And as his pinky touches the dust, you see a shimmer blast through the sheet from where it touched. For a moment, Randall sits normally until you watch a horrifying sight as Randall turns inside out.
What the fuck?
And then is turned right side in once again. Randall, you feel nothing. Nothing happened in your end.
Okay.
To the others, though, you see Randall, and then clothes and all, end inside.
Well, that seems harmless. Who wants to jump first?
Just turn around and everyone's like, oh!
I'm trying to keep breakfast in. Or dinner, technically.
Randall, you're feeling okay there?
Yeah, fine. I still got my pinky.
How are your insides feeling? Everything in the right place, yeah?
Yeah.
Can you write a PH down on your character sheet, please, Randall?
Okay.
So is there no other way apart from through this sheet of prismatic dust?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were a big, brave dragonborn, and you're just stood there, just gasp. Come on.
Oh, after you, Randall.
Fine. I'll
context,
jump.
Randall.
I'll be the first one to jump again.
Rand, just put this in context while we're all like this. You just turned inside out.
No, I didn't.
And then right way around.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Are you guys trying to play a joke on me?
Oh,
Because of that terrible joke that I made just a
Randall,
minute
I
ago.
swear.
Yeah. All right, whatever. Okay.
Are you calling me a liar? Are you calling me, a holy man, a liar?
I'm
turned
saying
inside
you're
out.
playing jokes on me, playing tricks on me.
No,
It's okay.
you touched that. You touched that, and then you were the wrong way round. As in, skin was on the inside, and then you weren't. You're not anymore.
No, I'm perfectly fine.
This isn't now.
Well, I was perfectly fine before. I didn't
We
experience
can see
anything.
you. We can see your
It's
kidneys.
the middle part.
Maybe some of that blood stuff, or like the bites from those things, maybe gives you hallucinations or something. Maybe.
Well, I haven't touched the blood. I didn't get bitten and I saw it.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You know what? On second thought, maybe it's a good thing if you don't believe us, because it was weird. Yeah, no, you're fine.
I mean, we can't stop
Just-
you, but
You're fine. Fine.
I mean, we got to go this way, right?
Yeah. Just not through the dust.
Well, how else are we gonna get?
Just try not to touch the dust.
I mean, I don't quite know how to get across without touching the dust. We have to go through the dust to get across, right?
Yeah.
Do
Okay,
it.
then.
Go
Figure it
for
out.
it, Randall. Go for it.
Shall I make an athletics check?
You shall.
Okay. 6.
Okay. As you leap forward and you catch the dust, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, that went funny again. Oh, that's better. 21.
As you hit the dust, you feel this sensation like you exist in all points of space along this stream of dust at once before you snap back and your consciousness catches you and you step forward on the dust. Like it's hard terra firma.
Oh. Cool. I'll make my way to the next island then.
Okay.
I turn around and say, "See? Perfectly fine. I don't know what you're all worried about." And I'll just carry on and onto the next island.
As you step out the other side of the dust, you feel, as you step out, at the back of your base of your skull, you feel a tug, like you're being pulled back for a second. But it goes.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow him.
Does he? Can we see him? Does he? Did it look fine?
He looks fine, yeah. He just
Come on,
started
guys.
walking
It's
on
fine.
dust.
Cool. Let's go. Athletics.
Can I? Hang on.
Yep.
Can I?
Go on, Joe. What's up?
Can I see anything in the dust?
There's an island in the middle of the dust because the dust is quite wide, and Randall walked through
Yeah, but
all the way.
I'm specifically looking to see if there's anything hiding in the dust.
You can see clearly through the dust.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like mist in a sense. Yeah.
Cool. So
What do you got in your athletics?
I need to roll it. Athletics. Oh, it's a 0. That's 14.
14. Okay, you leap into it. Make the wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. I'm wise as fuck. So 20, not natural.
20. Okay. So as you catch the dust. Ooh, okay. You feel like the dust passes through you. And as it does, you feel a burst of something. It's like popping candy in your head.
Mm.
And you know a few things now.
Ooh.
You know a few terms.
Ooh.
You hear the following words, and you can attribute them to images in your head, though you don't know what they are.
Mm-hmm.
You see the word nautiloid, and you see a picture of a floating shell that seems to zoom through the astral sea. You see the term infinite staircase, and you see a brilliant prismatic staircase winding on forever.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the word phlogiston, and you see the dust before you.
Cool.
And then you step out the other side. For the rest of you, when Tae'la stepped in there, 5 minutes passed before she stepped out the other side.
Oh shit.
I don't like this dust. I'll be honest. I don't like this dust.
Oh, you took your time. It took
What?
you so long.
It was. I just stepped through.
I've been waiting in minutes for you.
Oh well, didn't feel like that.
Well, I mean, I know like time doesn't have a thing here, but I was waiting. I was tapping the foot and everything.
Don't know what to tell you.
I swear you guys are all just trying to play tricks on me.
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. Far away from home, not knowing where we are, who we might come up against. We're playing pranks. Yes,
We wait for the day.
because that's high in our priorities. Pranks.
So, the rest of you guys on the other side.
Yeah. I feel like I would have probably tried to go through as soon as Tae'la didn't show up straight away. Just
Okay.
to be like, that's not right.
Yep.
So, athletics.
Yeah.
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 That's going to be a 13.
Okay, and the wisdom saving throw.
Jamie jumps in, Sean Connery jumps out.
Yeah. Well, that was a natural 18. So,
So you
that would,
I think you passed the saving throw.
yeah, because I'm wise as fuck. Yo.
So, as you step through,
Mhm.
you appear on the other side.
Fair enough.
And as you look behind you, the dust spirals now from where you stepped through in a radiant, sort of a radiant loop. Seems to force the dust around where you stepped through, forming a clear path for those remaining.
Oh. I look at Arxan. Now? Shall we run?
I suggest we proceed with haste, but yes.
Yeah. Run.
Okay, athletics checks from the both of you then.
I'm not gonna
13.
run. I'm just gonna walk quickly.
I'm gonna run.
Arxan doesn't run anywhere. He
Oh.
walks badassly.
With purpose.
With
Swaggers.
purpose.
Yeah.
21.
All right, cool. What did you get? 13. You both make it onto the center island and then leap off it onto the other side of the dust with ease. And as you do, the radiant light snaps at the sides and the dust continues moving on.
Maybe I should have gone first.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think that maybe you should have.
Yeah.
But there you go. See, everything was perfectly fine. No one died. No one got turned inside out. So
Is
it's
there-
fine.
Again,
Can I, is the dust within my arm's reach?
Yeah,
Can I reach out and put my arm near the dust but not in it?
sure.
Is there any reaction from the dust?
No.
No? Okay.
Cool. Well,
All right.
onwards.
Onwards to the Astral Born Temple.
Mm-hmm.
So, you are now on the island next to the island, the very large island which contains the temple, and you can now see it in its full glory. The basilica-like area in the center is all that remains of the temple. The island that it's on is slanted downwards. The wing to the left of the front of the temple is completely gone, and it is fallen away. You can see bits of it floating off, but it no longer exists. To the right, most of it is broken off and is now floating as a separate island some distance away. And in the center now, you couldn't seem to see it beforehand due to the angle, but there is a very tall tower which meets the tip of the crescent, the center, like the meridian of the crescent, light behind it. A winding path leads up the rocky face to the front gates of the temple. And around you see dotted, familiar yet daunting looking crystals of purple and pink and blue, filled with that strange opalescent liquid that you saw when the Harbinger emerged.
nope,
Well,
We have no idea.
nope.
So most of us were still asleep when that crystal appeared, right?
Yes, but you all saw the lay scar that appeared when the Harbinger, the Harbinger was there.
And it was the same color
It's
or
the
similar
same
colors.
sort of crystals. They're just much larger, and there's the path that winds through the center of them, and then they are all rocking out around it. But apart from that, the landscape is very grey and rocky here.
Right.
uh-huh.
So these things are magic, I would assume. Arcane magic.
Isn't everything in this place?
Well, I'm not sure. These things look very similar to the thing that brought us here in the first place.
Yes, they do.
Can we get out with them, you think?
Maybe they might end up sending us somewhere completely different. I mean, I didn't even know that was a possibility until we ended up here.
I mean, how did we... What?
I don't know. One minute we were fighting that huge creature thing. I'm not even sure what it was. And the next minute, we're here.
What are the chances that that creature will appear again if we mess with us?
At this point, I think your guess is as good as mine.
Tae'la, you said you were going to tell us later what happened. Is this later enough?
I guess. We're not in any immediate danger, I don't think. Well, I am from a tribe of druids. That are up near my skiff. We're called the Ban Avalar, and part of what my tribe does is we watch over and maintain the arcane ley lines and the font in that area. A while back, shall I say, I did something which did nothing at all except disgrace me, my family, and pretty much ensured I can never go back. But
so not much then.
No, yeah, just a small thing. We had a crystal in the village that was sacred, and I very foolishly thought that might be the solution to the rubric, the problem, the thing that shattered the earth, and I threw it in the ley font. It did nothing. Yeah, and I had to leave. And so the other night when we were on watch, that crystal appeared to me again. It just out of nowhere it appeared, and I touched it because of course I did. And then that creature appeared, and then we ended up here. So that's...
And these things look similar to what you saw before?
Yeah.
Huh. So you're saying that the crystal that you saw before you touched it, and then that huge creature came out of it?
Well, it in a similar kind of like a mini version of the rubric, the earth broke, that thing came out of it.
Right. So we probably shouldn't touch these then, seeing as they're much bigger.
Yeah.
That crystal you saw is not amongst them.
Is it?
No.
No.
These crystals are far larger. These crystals are 15, 20 foot tall. They stand like a forest of trees around you.
So we should probably do our best not to touch these.
I would advise that, yeah.
Right.
Can I look around, see what else is there?
In the immediate area, all you see are the grey rocky ground, the path that seemed to carve its way through up to the temple, and these large crystals.
What were their colours again?
They shimmer between purple, pink, and blue, pearlescent.
Should we? Well, maybe the answers to what these things are and where we are and everything else is at the end of this pathway at the temple. Maybe there is someone there that can help us get back. Perhaps.
We should press on.
Although it doesn't look very inviting, I must admit.
Mm.
We should probably proceed with caution.
What does the temple look like? Well, I know this is the Raven Queen, don't I?
No, the Raven Queen was just the statue at the graveyard.
That was just the graveyard.
Mm-hmm. Any distinguishing features I might recognise on this place?
Not that you can see from here.
Okay.
Let's get a bit closer and take a look.
Yeah, for now it's still mostly like occluded by the sort of ambient pink purplishness that this entire realm seems to have.
Okay.
As you can see on the picture. By
It looks
Alexi
very
Brickstock.
inviting.
Okay. Well, then, shall we? I would feel more comfortable if one of the more armored people were at the front of the leading the way.
Yeah. That does make sense.
I mean, you carved a way through the dust for the others, so
That's also true.
Maybe you should go first.
Yeah. Stick close behind me though, just in case.
Well, yes, that's why I want you to go first,
Yeah.
so that I can stick behind you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you make your way along this path, it begins straight but quickly turns into jagged bends as the ground either side of you begins to fall away into sheer cliffs. Down below, more of these crystals can be seen. Eventually you come to a point where you begin to step up a ridge, and as you do and you clear this foundation of crystals around you, you are met by the sight of a huge stone formation towering above you. And it takes you a moment, but you realize that this has a very similar shape to Beritat's arcane companion that you saw the first time you went to Skiff, though it is far, far larger and frozen in place. No arcane energy seems to flicker between its limbs or in its eye. And as you continue forward now, the occlusion fades away so you can see the temple proper. Gothic-like architecture, but rounded and less ornate, seems to cover the outside of this temple. White is the color of the stone, pure white, not marbled, but a pure white color to it, accented with a golden trim. It's a lot of round domes and spiked railings. And as you get closer and you wind up the path, the outside, and you realize the sheer immensity of the size of this building. It probably sits around 80 feet high at its lowest point. Eventually you make your way to the top of this winding path. In front of you now, you see the remains of a grand walkway which leads up to the front doors of this temple. Lining either side of this sheer white path are the remains of statues, long broken heads and torsos missing from all of them, making them indistinguishable, save for the fact that they appear to be wearing some form of plate armor with long cloaks. In front of you, the doors stand about 100 feet away from you, and even at this distance, they seem to tower over you, ornate and seemingly indescribable in terms of what appears upon them.
Well, this certainly looks more like something either of you might recognize. Arxan, Wulfric.
Are the feet of the statues still there?
Yes.
Are they booted? Are they...
They are booted. Or are they what?
I'm not going to say are they reptilian, are they draconic?
Dragonborn have, for the most part, humanish feet.
Yeah. Maybe
none of they are in boots. They're not hooved like tieflings.
Okay, yeah.
They are booted. Suited and booted.
Are they wearing greaves?
They are wearing greaves, yes.
Okay, that doesn't really know that much. Okay, but that's...
Do you think this place was designed for people like us, of our height and stature, or maybe something bigger, larger? It looks
Yeah, how
like
big
a
are the
very,
stairs?
very large place.
There are no stairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's a slope.
It's like now looking forward, it's flat, but it's this long like pathway, this long walkway. It's sheer white stone with down each side of it there is a gold, like this golden material trim.
I'm gonna proceed onwards.
Is there anything familiar about the temple?
Nothing to what you've seen. This is very unfamiliar.
Right.
This is very extravagant.
Can I just run my hand across the white stone just to kind of see how smooth it is?
It's incredibly smooth, like polished glass.
Is there anything resembling an altar of sorts?
Currently, you're outside. You're still outside, so.
We'll proceed down the walkway.
Shall we
I'll follow after Arxan then.
Okay. So you get closer and the doors start looming larger and larger and larger until you reach the point where they take up your entire visual space in front of you. And you have to crane your neck far back to see the tip of them. On either side, there is a small brazier, which as you approach, lights with a purple flame. And the doors... And as the doors open fully, the flame turns to blue. That's him, I make.
I was about to knock. Right, well, I mean, like the present, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's like saying, welcome in, come on in, have a nice time.
Or something like that, yep.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, we're here now.
Yeah.
I mean, where else are we going to go?
I mean, maybe the statues that are outside have some kind of correlation to the people that we saw in the graveyard. Maybe there were statues of those people, perhaps.
Maybe.
How many statues were there?
They were continuous every about 10 feet. Continuous all the way up to the entrance.
I mean, it's purple and pink and like magic arcane style energies. And the crystals and stuff, and everyone that was in the graveyard was a magic user, so maybe it's like a temple to them.
We can jot it down on the maybe list.
Okay, let's do that.
The maybe list that keeps growing.
So, are you going to step inside?
Yeah, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, as you step inside, your vision brightens as the interior lights itself up with a clean white light. Now, looking around, you see an incredibly tall structure inside that reaches all the way up to the domed ceiling that you saw from the outside. In the center of the room sits a small dais, upon which knelt, with their hands on their knees, is a around 9 foot tall figure, clad in resplendent, slightly white gold armor. You can see none of their facial features, and it is a sheer mask that points in the center, with no eye slits at all. At their left-hand side, you see a long, slightly curved, single-edged blade in a sheath with a long handle. And they sit motionless, looking down. From the figure, leading out each side, there is, along the floor, a carved space into the floor that juts in square fashion out to the left and the right, leading to a large set of doors on either side. The door on the left is completely broken open. You can see beyond lies the expanse of the astral sea as that side of the building has completely collapsed and fallen away. To the right, you see the doors have bent and buckled in. Behind them, you can see the press of rubble pushed against the doors, though on both sides, this crisscross line is lit, illuminated, bright cyan, all the way to this doors. Behind the figure and behind the dais, you see a staircase begin to wind its way up towards the tall tower at the back of this temple.
Is the figure a statue?
The figure is not moving.
That's not.
I'm gonna walk towards the figure.
Okay.
I just whispered that,
I go with him.
Wulfric and Arxan, maybe they're in prayer. Maybe we shouldn't disturb them.
So as you walk up to the figure, you see they're knelt in the sort of traditional, sort of kneeling, meditative pose on the knees with the hands placed on the knee, like a monk or a samurai would kneel. Their head is bowed. Their helmet is flat at the front, and it juts out in here and slanted there. There's like a triangle at the front. There's no form of eye plates or anything. It's just sheer white golden metal, and it plumes out slightly at the top like a slight mushroom around the top. They're wearing very ornate looking armor. It's trimmed with spiraling patterns across the entire thing. It's very close fitting, and it appears to have musculature hammered in to the armor itself. Dope. It's fully gauntleted, and it goes right the way around, wrapped around ring gauntlets as well. There's no leather on the palms. You can see no flesh at all, and the figure sits. And as you get closer, the figure does not move.
I'm just going to keep back from these two as they move forward.
Yeah, I'll move to join up with the group. Not with them, but a nice distance away, that if there's an area of effect attack, it gets them and not me.
Yeah, a nice sort of 15, 20 feet behind.
Yeah, to be honest,
Arxan
I think if it does an area of effect attack, I don't think you'll need to be worried about where you're standing.
9 foot tall now.
Oh boy.
As you get closer, it still remains motionless.
Is there any sort of symbology here that I recognise?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Tell me what you want to look at in particular. Are you thinking religious symbology?
I'm thinking religious symbology. Is
all right? Make a religion check for me then.
Are there any
No, that's a 1.
Are there any pews or chairs or anything like that?
No pews,
Benches?
no chairs. The vast majority of the interior is completely empty. At the four corners, there is a large flying buttressed pillar, trimmed in the gold with the white. So the room resembles a square, where it's more of a rectangle, but the corners are curved inwards at each side. So it's missing the four corners, and it's curved a quarter circle on each corner.
Okay.
Is there anything in the room depicting anything like
there are
the figure that we see?
There are no paintings, there are no etchings, drawings, writings.
Nothing on the ceiling?
Nothing on the ceiling. The ceiling is pure, this golden material.
I was going to talk to this figure. Fuck it.
Maybe it's Jackie
Gleason.
Jackie Halar.
Maybe it is Jackie Halar. It could be Jackie Halar.
I'm just going to say, are you Jackie Halar?
There is no response from the figure.
Guys, that was my one gambit. I don't know.
Shall we just scout around it? There's a staircase up the back.
Yeah.
Don't touch anything. Scoot around.
Can I check? I mean,
this seems like a terrible idea.
Can I check for traps?
Sure. Make a investigation check.
Intelligence 16 plus 3, 19.
Nothing appears to be trapped here.
Because the thing is a trap.
Are there any like arcane symbols or anything anywhere?
Nope.
I'm gonna try talking to the figure again.
Okay.
We were brought here by some unknown force. Do you know anything about that?
No response.
Okay.
Maybe,
Talkative one, aren't you?
maybe they don't speak
No
common?
response.
If I stand there and raise my arms, praising the
Which
sun.
No response.
Right, hang on. I'm gonna kneel in front of this statue.
Okay. This isn't a secret Dark Souls puzzle.
It's Dark Souls as fuck, though. Come on.
You kneel in front of it.
Yeah.
Were you just copying
Yeah.
the stance? Yeah.
I will also kneel
No
just in
response.
case it does anything.
No response. You wait a period of time. No response.
I will try and go past it. On the side towards the staircase.
You walk past it.
Well, this looks like a grand waste of time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Follow Niss.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay.
Like, as everybody else moves, I'm just gonna stand there for a little bit and look at this imposing figure.
Yeah.
Well, I was about to say whenever.
Is it wearing a cloak?
No cloak. No cloak.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say if everyone wants to look around, I'll keep an eye on the statue in case anything happens.
Okay.
So I want to kind of stay with my eye on it.
Yeah, I guess
Same
myself and Wulfric will just sort of stand there.
Is there anything? Is there where
Yeah.
it's knelt down? Is there anything in front of it that we
No.
couldn't see from before?
No, it's raised up at maybe like 6 inches off the ground on this little dais.
Huh.
It's just not moving at all.
Does anybody want to try one of the doors?
Want is the wrong word.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Will.
Well, the doors on either side. One's been.
One's gone and the other one is the rubble, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah. Although
What did
there
you
is
say
this.
about the science, the
there is
blue
this-
cyan
this
lines?
Yes. I'm not
Each of
quite
them snakes out in like a juttering like square, like a digital signal fashion towards the doors, and they're both blue and glowing and on essentially.
Okay, so video game in my head is saying because the statue's on it, the dais is a big button, and its weight is holding it down. That's why they're both blue.
Uh huh.
That's video game.
Yeah.
Can I go up and touch the figure? Just just gently touch it.
Left
Yeah.
pinky finger.
It's cold to the touch. It does not seem to move or breathe, and the figure does not respond.
Okay.
Start walking up the staircase.
Well, why not? Might as well do the other one. Is it divine sense?
Okay.
Uh,
You don't see any fey, fiends, celestials, etc., etc.
no consecration or desecrated.
No consecrated or desecrated ground.
Well, I'm going upstairs with Niss then.
I mean, if you don't mind waiting for me, I can maybe cast detect magic and
I'm gonna go have a look at all the other figures that are known now as well.
and see if that.
There's only this one figure that's no.
Okay.
That's the only thing in this room
It's the giant figure.
is the dude in the center and the door, the staircase behind.
Okay.
If you don't mind waiting, I can cast Detect Magic.
I don't think it's magical. I think this might just be a giant statue.
And
Maybe, but sorry, this is a very weird place.
And would detect magic be any good here? I mean, like, everything is covered in arcane stuff.
I don't know.
Like, we travelled
Maybe.
through a big dust cloud full of arcane stuff.
Oh, yeah, I know. But we're now in somewhere where that isn't. So.
I just did Divine Sense because it's quick. I don't want you to either A, have to use a spell slot, or B, take 10 minutes.
Okay, well then, let's move on then.
Yeah. And for the chance the spell might not even work, given where we are.
That is true.
Alright, up we go.
It was to put on them, maybe.
Yeah.
And then quickly scribbled off. Stupid idea.
It wasn't a stupid idea, it just wasn't a great one.
It's just a dangerous idea.
As diplomatic as Tae'la gets.
So, are you all moving up the stairs?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait to see them start before I join them, just in case it moves.
They start up the stairs and the figure does not move.
I follow the stairs.
Okay. Right. Let's take a very quick break
Okay.
because I need a moment to ready something.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God.
And we're at the
Okay.
front.
Fun.
Brilliant.
Oh, no. Back in a bit, stream.
Okay. As you begin to ascend this staircase, as you look up, it seems to wind on forever and ever. As you begin to ascend up the banistered stair, you begin to hear voices echo around you, clamoring spectres of a time long gone. You hear 3 figures. 2 male, 1 female, at least in their tone. Their gender and sex are unknown, it's just a voice. You think that this is the solution? This is not what we can do. I understand the situation we're in. You really think that this is going to solve our problems? Vitruvian, you must understand. She is back. She is waking up again. And there's nothing we can do apart from this to stop her. This is not something we want to do. This is not something that we should do. But you know what happens if we don't. Ah, you fools! Have you a blackened heart? A corpsed soul? Do you not understand the meaning of what you're doing here? This is not some simple magic trick. What you seek here will end everything that we know. This is not an end. This is not a victory. How can you believe this to be the right course of action? You will doom us all for the sake of fear. Fear of her. We have put her back once and we can do it again. With all due respect, Vitruvian, last time she did not have her followers. The walking ones are troublesome. The ones that aren't walking anymore were worse. I don't know what you expect us to do in this situation. Yes, this would be drastic, and we do not know the consequences. But a changed world without subjugation. Surely you can see that that is one that is better than one under her empire. Ah, you do not understand. You believe we are at our end. That there is nothing further that we can do. You've lost hope, my brothers, my sisters. You've lost your faith in yourself. Look, I know many of our number have perished. I know seeing Irion fall was a blow to all of us. And I know the cataclysm which took most of the Avar. It weighs heavy upon us. But we cannot give up hope. We cannot let this setback force us into drastic measures. We have to envision a future with hope. Do you not understand, Vitruvian? This vision is a vision of hope. The people of this world are strong. We've seen that firsthand. And for her destruction, I feel this is a price we must pay. If, though, it means that forevermore we are viewed as the ruiners of this world. We will be vilified, but not without the world being saved. And I can rest easy in my eternal sleep knowing that that is what we gave to the world. I do not do this for recognition. Opharia speaks the truth, Vitruvian. This is our final option. We make the decision tomorrow. The spell will be carried out, or it will not, based upon the voting of ourselves. And I feel that tomorrow will be the last we see of each other. So I pray that until the morning, we put our differences of opinion aside and spend one last night as friends. For by the end of tomorrow, we will be dead at her feet, or the world will be saved and we will be gone. Be with us all, the gods, this land. What we do for our world. We do for existence. We do not want another Vecna case on our hands, do we? And as the voices fade, and you reach the top, you look out from a rounded room. There are no walls, there are simply a series of arches which warp around the entirety of the top. In the center is a small platform upon which a jewel sits. But as your vision adjusts to the light up here, as you all make your way out onto this top platform, you see, stretching out beyond, not an expanse of stars and floating islands, but lush forests, large mountain ranges. In the distance you see a city. Tae'la, you notice the coastline. This is the coast where Skiff lies, where your tribe's island lies. But this is not how it looks. You've seen it many times. It's not covered in snow. Rents don't run through the ground. Jagged edges of severed earth. Pieces of the world do not float above, and there are no bursting rents of magical energy pulsing through the land. It's peaceful, it's serene, and in the distance you see a flock of birds crest over a nearby mountain.
Is this how it used to be?
I think so. Looks strange, really. I know it's home, but it's not home. Is this real? Like, can we move forward? Or is it
You can move forward around the tower. You're far above this escape. Very far above.
Vitruvian, Opharia.
Yep. That was some of the names that we saw in the graveyard.
Oh, yeah. What was the name of your ancestor again, Tae'la? Faldrea?
Yes. Faldrea.
It would appear that there was some awful danger that the world was in, and in an attempt to prevent that from becoming all-powerful or whatever, that they sacrificed themselves and what would appear to be Talevyrr as well.
Do we know Iriand Have we heard of Irians?
That's the continent.
Iriand is the continent that we
but
started on.
It has fallen.
Would suggest that maybe the great evil that they spoke of, whoever she is, and her followers had taken it over. This must be
The whole place.
really old.
They're not vilified. We don't even know them.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's the way they wanted it kept, from what they were saying.
Well, nobody even knew that the rubric was caused by a spell. It was just a thing that happened. It was an event.
I don't think they meant for that to happen. They knew that that not everyone would appreciate it. And I'm looking at Tae'la at this point.
If the rubric was to save everyone, what did I do? Trying to fix it. My own ancestor.
One of the graves we saw was somebody Rubrick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The savior.
Which
Vitruvian rubric.
It was Vitruvian. He was one of the voices that we heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one was he? Was he the stern guy or the?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He had his own separate plan, didn't he? Yeah.
Well, it looks like whatever they did worked. Because we see the rubric everywhere, and there is no great, awful she that we're aware of, or at least that I'm aware of.
Way back when in the town, in Skiff.
Yeah.
I forget everybody's name. Religious lady.
Yes.
Had a different name for the
Elder's
wife. Yeah.
Oh.
Urania.
Urania was the
Urania.
that was the language.
Yes.
Underneath the dead guy.
The word was Ugaloth. The language was Ugaloth.
Ugaloth.
Yes.
And
the room spelled the name Urania.
But the name that the priestess gave for the elder's wife was Juviana.
No, that was the wife. That was the real wife.
But the priestess gave us the name Urania at one point. When she went to this place, but she didn't go to this place in this direction, but it wasn't that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the name of the elder's wife is actually Jovania, but originally she said Urania and then realised Joviana, sorry. But then she realised Urania does not actually exist. And then we found the room for Urania under the body of Malser that turned to dust.
I think if we get back to Skiff, if we manage that, we need to stop these Arx, because I think they might be up to something now.
Yes.
I mean,
we were going to go stop them anyway, but...
If we are right, if this Urania is the reincarnation, whatever, of this she, we have to do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how, I don't know what.
We are kind of jumping to conclusions a little bit, though.
Yeah.
There's nothing else we have right now.
Yes, but we're very good at that.
We are quite good at jumping to conclusions, but
let's put this on the maybe list as well.
With jumping over islands.
All we have are some voices and some names.
Yeah. Speaking of which, does anyone know where the voices were coming from?
No.
Well, I think what we've been given seems to be a vision of the past. I mean,
it almost seems like a moment in time has been captured in that.
Yeah, Tae'la recognises the coastline, but not the the greenery, you
No.
know.
Like this whole time, I'm like stood transfixed, like holy fuck.
Yeah. The world seems more alive than it actually is.
Can I go back to the statue? Is that a really, really long way away and the staircase is super...
That's a really, really long way away.
Is there another way out of where we are? Or is it just the staircase back down?
Just the staircase back down, and all there is up here is that small platform in the center with a jewel on it.
I'm gonna look at the jewel.
Okay? You're going to pick it up?
Fuck it, yeah.
Do
It's
it.
like that big. So, you pick the jewel up, and as you look into the jewel, you see reflected in the jewel a lectern with a book on it. And as you stare into it, you move the gem away. And you're in a small, dimly lit, wood-clad room with a lectern with a book on it sat in front of you.
Just me?
Just
Do we
you.
see him? Do we still see him?
You all still see him. He's just looking.
Okay.
Oh, right, okay.
He's tripping balls.
I'm gonna have a look at this book.
Okay. The book is closed currently.
Is there
It
anything
has-
written on the front?
No.
I tentatively open it then.
You open the book. The pages are blank. And then it starts writing. It says,
Should be more freaked out about this, but to be honest, this is probably the most normal thing that's happened today.
"Let me tell you the tale of Talevyrr. She came, she did. She conquered all. Vitruvian put her away and died, that's all. But then she came back, once again. And Vitruvian's son, Vitruvian too. He thought he could do it, too. But they couldn't. So they fractured the world. And now, here we stand. 427,762 years later.
That's not a real number.
He
And the
says
page
to the
turns.
Yes, it is.
And then begins writing again. And now, I'm back. And on the next page, it just says, thank you, Arxan. The book clasps open. And now you appear back at the top of the tower with a book in your hand where the gem once was. And the front cover reads, The End of the World by Arxan Saltscale.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
And at that point,
You touched
the
things.
floor underneath your feet shatters. And you fall. You wake up around the campfire in the forest outside
No.
Skiff. As on the
It was all a
horizon,
dream.
the sun begins to rise. And curled up in front of you, Arxan, wrapped around your arms, is the book.
Uh-oh. Well, that's not good.
Understatement.
Am I awake?
You're all awake, and as you
I'm
look, you can
I'm not
see
even sure right now.
the lay shatter, the scar, the lay scar is still there, though there is no trace of the Harbinger.
Is-
Don't know.
It did happen. You vividly remember the nights. You remember falling, and you remember falling into the real world once again. And that's where you arrived.
I'm going to pinch myself again.
I'm going to ask Arxan what the book he's holding is because we didn't see that. Like,
Didn't take you for as much of a reader.
Is it still stuff on the front? Stu?
Yep.
Oh
It
no.
still reads exactly what you say.
Guys, I think I hecked up.
What did you do?
What did you do?
What have you got there, Arxan?
This book.
Just a book. You
Yeah,
brought
I
it with
didn't-
you from...
Never arm came from reading a book.
Wow, a mummy
well,
reference.
Ah!
That's vintage. Nice.
Save
I
Brendan.
probably lots of things depending on what kind of book it is.
Oh.
What kind of book is it?
It's a horror book.
will be.
Ha!
So it's fiction then.
I hope.
Can we have a look?
Show them the fucking book.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you
front of the
wrote
book.
this.
I'm
The
sorry.
front of the book
Mm,
reads The End of the World by Arxan Saltskill, Wulfric Klaus Mikkelsen, Tae'la Rebellion, Randall Nyla Bookman,
What?
and, in quote marks, Niss.
Okay.
When
Oh,
did you have the
that's
time
new.
to do
It's
that?
not just me. Thank God.
uh,
I mean, oh no.
Why?
why is my name on that? Why are all of our names on that?
It's
I don't
not my
think I
full
ever
name
told you my
though.
middle name. And I don't think I ever told you my middle name.
I don't know if I ever told
You
you.
write this? Found it.
You found it with our names on.
Yes.
Oh, good.
You all saw as Arxan stood there for a second the crystal turn into a book. Like, it
Oh,
just
right.
1 second looked like 1 split second it was a crystal, the next split second it was a book. There was no transition.
Then
or
we
anything,
all
it was just-
fell.
Yeah. So, the end of the world.
Well, you
I
didn't.
think going on an adventure was a very, really bad idea.
Can we look inside?
You won't
It's
follow?
completely blank, though the first page reads, Chapter 1. Our brave adventurers wake up from a strange dream in the forests outside Skiff. On their way to deal with some orcs they believe are troubling a nearby town.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, good.
It's the never-ending story.
We have a narrator. There's...
I want a bloody dragon.
Wait a minute. Am I still wearing the flower crown?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Skull.
Does it mention it in the book?
No.
On the way, they met a man called Whole Horse and decided to team up to take.
No.
Just,
No,
just the
Jack.
fucking oingo boingo. Fucking.
No.
Oh,
Can I? I'm just going to
Can
ask
I write in the
Wulfric.
book?
The feather you found is not a quill, is it?
oh.
I don't think so. It was just told it was a feather.
It's just a feather.
No.
Anybody got
Um,
a pen? Oh,
No.
the oldie pen.
I didn't
Pencil?
know.
I have a ye olde mechanical pencil.
No, I don't.
Ye oldie
Um,
bit of charcoal.
Is it
You need
wise
one
to go
for
writing in this book that's writing itself?
Well, it wasn't wise to pick
Right,
it up, but I'm kind
someone-
of stuck
someone-
with it.
Someone do something kind of unpredictable and see if the book writes it down.
Take the book and throw it into the fire.
Oh!
It burns.
Right, well, there you go.
I push it out again.
It looks blackened and charred, and many of the pages are burnt or are still, like, smouldering.
Okay, open it again.
Hang on.
It says in the front page, Chapter 1, adventurers wake up after a strange dream. They find themselves in a forest just outside of a town called Skiff. The same as it said before, I can't remember exactly what it said.
Yeah, but
there's no additional.
Is it blackened and charred?
Most of the pages, some of the pages aren't burnt around the edges now, yeah.
Alright, do you want to just leave it in the fire?
I really
Actually,
don't
no.
know.
That's,
No,
just
okay,
need to
I'd
see
throw
if
it in
it
the
reacts
fire.
or if it protects itself.
Clap my hands and say, and that's the end of that chapter.
Do you have a scarf? I don't.
I don't know if that was the best thing to do.
It's done now.
It's a magical book.
But rather than keeping it,
Well,
do you want to keep the evil book?
We don't know it was evil.
we don't know it was an
It's
evil.
the end of the world on the fucking front cover.
Yes, but it also said our names.
Evil. How did it know like, it's not a good book. No good will come from this book.
Look,
be
I've
honest.
spent a lot of time in libraries. There are a lot of bad and not good books in libraries.
What
That
makes
doesn't
you
mean
think
they're evil.
It's a good one, then. Out of experience, what makes you think we should keep this?
Because it had our names on it.
Yes, and the end of the world
It's
next
not
to it.
underwear, Randall, but I'd still burn it if it was in front of me.
As you talk, the book burns away. At this point, most of the pages are completely
No,
gone.
I said I take
and
it out.
he put
Yeah,
it back
I
in the
put
fire.
He put it
Oh, he
back.
put it back.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's the end of that then. I mean, this was the only evidence that we had, physical evidence that we'd been to the Astral Sea.
And
Definitely only.
if we'd have kept it, we
Oh, that feather.
could have maybe had someone look at it and find
A
out more.
feather.
And the
And
potions.
some gems.
And potions.
Well, okay.
A potion. I take it out. Is it still staring at me?
It is still staring at you. And then,
It's creepy.
This
For a
thing was
moment-
evil and it needed to
for a moment, the
purge.
guy looks at someone else and looks back at you.
That is weird.
That is really gross.
Yeah, I just put it back.
Is that another purgeable item?
Yeah,
Is that
that'd be worth
another
getting that
artifact
looked
that needs
at.
purging?
I get the feeling that we shouldn't show Arxan anything that might be in any way magical because he's just going to want to burn it.
Yeah, all flammable.
I do want to burn
I'll
you
be
next
honest,
time.
I'm less in the mood to purge the eyeball stone. It is quite creepy, but not necessarily evil. That book was clearly evil.
Oh no, it's a potion with an eyeball in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe it is evil then.
Well,
Maybe
look,
we find out first.
Wulfric is a holy man, and so if there's any evil, it's safe with him.
I'll be honest, I also didn't like the idea of carrying around a book describing how we caused the end of the world, to be honest. I feel like that might come back and bite us in the ass.
Necessarily, that doesn't. Just because you said the end of the world doesn't mean we caused it.
That is true.
It did say it was by us, though.
Yeah, the book was by us.
Yeah, it's chronicling in our adventures while we save. No, that's
No,
too
no,
too
that's
optimistic.
not
that's
from that title. See, I saw it as being titled by, like, a recipe book, like How to End the World by
One dash
you,
of paprika.
Yes.
Are you much of a cook, of a chef, Arxan?
No.
Wow, you win the
No.
best change of topic in
Only
this whole
fish
game.
dishes.
Okay.
He's great at flambe. Like, if you want anything set on fire.
Well then, I mean, we appear to be back where we were. So should we head north to the orcs?
That was the plan, wasn't it?
Or do we go back to Skiff? I feel like if we...
How early is it?
The sun is just rising. It's around.
Can I still
5,
see?
6
Can I still see the moon?
You can still see the moons. There's 2 moons of Talevyrr.
Has the phase of the moon changed at all, or is it?
Nope.
Okay, right.
You can see now as you look up, the smaller moon is almost full. The larger moon is a thin crescent.
Okay.
Similar to the one that we saw in... Okay. Maybe.
I was mainly checking to see if more time had
Any
passed
time
than
had
we
passed,
thought. I
yeah.
think this is just a regular night's sleep, apart from
Yep.
that giant purple crack in the ground over there.
Yeah.
Remember, when in the astral plane, no time passes.
Yeah.
See?
You were told
And
that.
although we did age a year
Before we went.
before we went.
Yeah.
Are we still aged a year? Just checking. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't you
Now that finally sinks in, I'm now somehow older than my...
You're a year older than your identical twin.
Yep.
Is the rift still there?
The scar, the lay scar, is still there. Yes.
Should we do something about that? Can we do something about that?
I'm very pointedly not answering
I
that
don't
question.
think we should. I mean, you wouldn't. It's dangerous. I don't think we should tamper with it.
Yeah, leave it alone.
I think it'd be more sensible to leave that alone after what happened last time. As much as I'd like to try and grow a beard, I don't think aging anymore is going to do me any favours in the short space of time.
I aged a year and apparently nothing happened to mine, so...
But you already have one.
It didn't fast forward you a year. You just aged.
Yeah.
It's magic.
So, northwards?
Well, we're
Let's sit... yeah.
yeah. Let's deal.
Let's try
with
and
the
make things
orcs.
make sense.
I mean, at this point, we've been to the astral sea, so how hard could orcs be, right?
Having
They might
never
ask us
encountered
rude
orcs,
questions too.
I have no idea.
That's the kind of optimism we need. Come forward. Let's proceed onwards with the day.
And as the party sets off, a new dawn, an old
This is written
adventure.
in the book.
That's for the Lent tonight's session.
With the most optimistic of music.
Thank you all for watching,
Thank you for watching the stream.
and thank you everyone for playing.
For
I hope
suffering with
Yeah.
us.
that didn't confuse you too much.
Oh no. It answered so many questions.
And thank you for that nearly 4 hours of torture stew. It was lovely.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not torturous.
No, it was great. Thank you very
You're
much for
level-
DMing.
We're all
You're
masochists
level
here.
3, and that's what you get.
You
get to level 15.
If we make it to level 50.
Yeah.
Come on, I ain't no TPK man.
Alright, stream. Well, thank you for hanging out.
Oh my god.
We'll see you next week, Talevyrr.
Yay.
Thanks, chat.
Where,
Thank you.
where we might punch some orcs in the face. We might get punched in the face by some orcs. You'll have to see.
You
That
won't.
sounds like
You're
something
the
so
untouchable.
simple, at least, by comparison to...
I won't, because I'm Tae'la the Unbreakable.
Yeah.
Nothing can get past my impenetrable defense of 16.
Mhm.
And she's quite dexterous as well.
How do you
Might
even
say
have
she
an
was
armor
quite
class
swift.
16?
Bye bye, stream. Everyone say bye.
Bye.
Good night,
stream.
everybody. Thank
Bye.
you for joining us.